Yeah!
Hey.
Oh, my God, you're a disaster.
I cleared my throat. It was over. Sorry.
Oh, what a disaster to start the show on a chilly Tuesday morning.
Que desastre. We were just speaking Spanish.
We were.
See?
Yeah.
See.
Hola, everybody.
Hola.
Man, Moon's the only one that can relate to this. The death wobble. If you're a Jeep owner.
Oh, no.
Yeah, thank goodness. I can't relate to it, but I can understand it.
Have you heard about this? And maybe somebody out there could give me some insight.
It's called the death wobble?
Yeah, if I should really worry about that. And
Wobble with the wobble
this
with the
is,
wobble.
it was scary.
It's the new hot dance, Rafe.
Is it like that?
And listen, I've been a Jeep owner for many, many years, and this is the first time this has happened. I'm driving on 64, coming into work. I guess I hit a pothole on the road.
Oh, no.
And, dude, my steering wheel, I mean, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, violently shaking.
Whoa.
For how long?
For maybe a quarter to a half mile.
Scary. On the highway?
On the highway.
Wow.
I mean, I was going 65. I know it because I have my cruise control set, because that's what I do every morning. So I don't speed. When a cop calls you an idiot for speeding through a construction zone at 2:30,
That'll do it.
That sticks with you.
yeah, I'm not doing this again.
And he didn't like quietly lean through the window and say, "You're an idiot." He said, "You're an idiot."
Yeah,
From the megaphone.
Through the megaphone, like through the police. through whatever megaphone is on the police cruiser. Anyway,
Can you imagine you're just sleeping and you can kind of hear the highway because you live close enough, and somebody goes by and you go, "You're an idiot."
well, and that's what happened.
One night only.
This
Blues
is what-
Brothers Blues Review. This guy's an idiot.
And that was when I had a Charger, and I wasn't paying attention, and it was.
You were
You know,
charging.
it was an unmanned construction zone at that time, and I was going. You should have been going 45. I was going 65. Passed a cop. He followed me and then pulled up beside of me, called me an idiot.
Yeah.
And I raised my hand. I said, "Yes, sir, I am. Thank you."
Hi, that's me.
So since then, I've been setting the cruise control for 65.
Driving with your knees, my man. No?
Putting on makeup.
Putting on your lip gloss, my man.
Just have nice rouge.
Only foundation.
So I hit a little pothole, and man,
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby.
it was
wobble,
wobbling.
baby.
It was wobbling.
My Jeep had the wobble for a while. My Cherokee. It was just like something with, I don't know. If I was going between about 60 and 75 and I decelerated too quickly,
Oh, it did it.
it'd be like sunk, 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 sunk. And I learned to just ride it out.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It just stopped.
Yeah.
Like it just.
That's wild.
Like I didn't. I was gonna pull over, and I checked to see if my tires were going down. Like, oh my God, am I getting a flat tire? It felt like that, like with that kind of like of tires down.
That's
Yeah.
wild. So I got the info, and typically they call it the death wobble. Remember, speed wobble is usually like a motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
When that happens, similar here, but it is when the steering wheel moves side to side, making the driver experience a loss of control. The vehicle shakes violently from the steering wheel to the tires. Additionally, the wheels vibrate from side to side, violently shaking the car, makes it hard to control. What causes this, you ask? Well, it's a combination of loose or damaged steering or suspension components. It can also be, tie rod ends, tie rods, wheel bearing, improper alignment. A lot of times it's associated with Jeep and Jeep Wranglers only because people modify them. They'll modify four-wheel drive vehicles for, lift kits, taller, stronger springs.
No, I don't got a lift kit on it.
Aftermarket suspension components and all that to make it for rugged terrain, unfortunately, can cause the death wobble. Now, I think this has nothing to do with your Jeep. I think it has to do with the speed in which you hit this hole.
I think so too. Dude,
sure.
it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I bet.
I had an old car, 87 something or other, tiny little thing, and my parents bought it, and my car had died, and my parents bought it. I think I ended up having to pay for it, but they bought it from a convent. A convent.
Like the nuns?
Yes, the nuns. This was in 1997, so it was 10 years old, had 100 and something thousand miles on it, but they only drove it from the convent to the grocery store and the convent to another convent and all that kind of stuff. It never hit the highway. I never hit the highway. It had 150,000 something miles on it.
So just side roads.
Of just 40 miles an hour.
Never gone over 60.
So guess what happened when it got around 60 or 65? The wobble that you're talking about constantly. I mean, the whole damn car would have shaken apart if I had dared hit 75. So those interstates that were 70 miles an hour, that were changing right around that time, I couldn't get anywhere near that speed.
Yeah, again, this is just, I must have hit that pothole the right way. I'm going to take it to get checked out. It scared the hell out of me.
That's what my dad, I remember, your parents give you, advice when you start driving. My dad always said, if you blow a tire, hold on to that steering wheel like hell. So that, whenever you said that, that's what I imagine when you blow a tire, it feels like, right?
He's kind of becoming a Jeep hypochondriac.
Me?
Yeah, man.
Jeep hypochondriac?
Been coming in a lot, something going on, it's making a noise. I got to get the death wobble.
No.
You're becoming a Jeep hypochondriac, dude.
I know.
He's just trying to get that new 4xe.
Yeah, man. He's trying to talk himself into upgrade.
Maybe it's not him.
Not an upgrade. No.
Maybe he's heading home going, baby.
Car.
Baby, the fan's loud. Death
It's
wobble.
got 94,000 miles on it.
He wants the Wagoneer. You don't want a new car?
No.
My mechanic just put a washer.
I don't. I'm done.
No more cars.
No.
This is it. You're going to ride this one into the sunset.
I'm going to ride this one into the ground.
Until the kids are driving.
Oh, it's sunset, not your sunset.
It is. I was just reading this thing about, I guess I am brand loyal. I've had Dodges and Chryslers for the past 20 years.
Since I've known you.
That's all I've driven. I mean, from my first Wrangler to Cherokee to Chargers, back to the new four-door. Wrangler, it's
back
been
to the
Jeeps,
Cherokee, back to the Wrangler.
Chryslers, it's been Dodges. So, yeah, I guess I am brand loyal.
You've done the Stellantis Rainbow.
Yeah. Would you say you're brand loyal when it comes to a car, Lern?
No, I've had everything from Dodge to now I got an Acura, had Chevy. No, I want to try them all.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm brand loyal. There's a couple brands that I won't bother with. You know what I mean? Like I have a nice spectrum, a healthy
brand
spectrum.
diverse.
Yes, there's one or two. Right, but buddies had them in high school. I'm just like, that is the worst. Every time I get in one of these things, it's the worst made car I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to mess with that.
I'll never get a Jeep, though. Tim had a Patriot. It was the worst car we've ever had.
How dare you?
The death wobble.
Oh, God, I
the
love
hypochondria. I got enough of that.
I love this.
Yeah, you don't need that Jeep hypochondria, dude. It's bad for you.
I love the Wrangler.
Scott, are you brand loyal?
When I was a kid growing up, we only had Rolls Royces.
Oh, my God.
Besides that, no, I
He's
drive,
a Mercury man.
Yeah, I drive pretty much anything. There's, but I'm kind of like Moon. There's brands I won't buy in the future, but everything else I'm pretty good with.
So
we're quickly becoming a Toyota family.
You are? Like my wife drives a Highlander. Mm-hmm. I drive, my Jeep.
I love Toyota. I had a couple of them.
Tina's Camry gone forever. I bought a Venza. I like it so far. It just seems like, I have a friend who's a mechanic, and he kept my Jeep alive forever. And I loved my Jeep, and I still have it.
Yeah.
So I am loyal to that car. But that was like, Chrysler made Jeeps in '96, and then it switched over, and everyone I know has the Lern story now. Like Bobby had a Jeep, my buddy Bobby had a Jeep, engine blew up.
I've had nothing
Everyone
but
I talked
positive
to,
experiences.
You've 2 times this week you've said you think it's going to explode.
Well, he's got 100,000 miles
it was just
on
a loud fan,
It was a fan,
which I got, which was a coolant issue.
I know, but 100,000 miles on a Toyota is like 10,000 on another car. That's why I like them so much. Like 100,000, you ain't hearing nothing. You know what you're hearing? Applause from yourself by the maintenance guys. I can't believe you haven't had to spend all this money all these other people have. And then, other than that, I would say I'm on Moon's page of there are some cars that I'm like, not in a million years.
Well, so brand loyalty among new car buyers is declining. Like being brand loyal to a certain manufacturer, that's going away.
I noticed that because my Calvin stickers I've been selling online, they just dropped drastically lately.
I look at you like something intelligent's going to happen, and then
dude, come on, man, that's funny. Don't you remember how prevalent those were?
No, I know.
Everywhere.
Yeah, there's Calvin urinating on a Chevy symbol. I get it.
It
was my whole business.
People were so brand loyal. They had
No, I know.
Now
Yes,
people
you're,
have
no, you're
cartoon
right.
child.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That is a litmus test, Scott. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
They had a cartoon child peeing on the logo
Right.
of the competitor.
Now all the 4-letter words are on your back windshield. You know, that was just the gateway sticker.
Just
so
you
silly.
got to make one that says brand loyalty.
Yeah,
Him
Calvin
peeing on the
urinating-
words brand loyalty.
Calvin urinating on all the manufacturers.
Hey, do you think one of the big parts of it is because a lot of times it had to do with national pride and some other stuff, you know? So, like, I'm only
Sure.
going to buy this company and this company. And now, finally, people are reading what they need to read and going, oh, my goodness,
Ford's made in
my
Mexico.
Escort is made in Norway.
No,
Yeah.
well, and here's what
Or-
they say.
you know what I
here's,
mean?
Here's why they say
Escort.
it's happening.
They haven't made an Escort since 89.
Here's why they're saying it's happening. It kind of makes sense. People are keeping their cars longer. And then after a while, people are going, maybe I'm going to try something different.
Yeah.
Right.
I've had this car for, 13 years. I'm going to try something new.
I'll tell you what though, like when you find a dealership, like Munganast Acura, I'm just gonna do a shout out right now. Bought my Acura through them, and
Turn that
like
mic off.
they take such great care of me every time I go in. So like honestly, their relationship with me is what will get me coming back. I love my TLX, but like I mean, I could do something different. But maybe I'll get an Acura. Maybe I'll get a Lexus. I don't know who I'll be in a couple more years.
Whoa.
You know what I'm talking about?
Alexis,
I like that you're
woo.
trending up, though. That's good. That's
See?
confidence. And you know what? That's believing in yourself.
Thanks, man.
That's what we all should be doing.
Yeah,
Now-
I'm less brand loyal now, but I did realize, and this is not not a bonus plug, but I am dealer loyal. I am dealer loyal. Like once you start to kind of get into a dealer and like the service department, and
Yeah, man.
shout out David Taylor because I was in the service department yesterday, seeing what they do. They got an auto body thing, and once I realized that this is like a full service thing, and I know people here, I'm forever there.
That's
I'm
what I'm talking about.
forever there.
They said like that chip shortage, and the cars were not at dealerships over the past couple of years, right? That computer chip shortage,
Yeah.
and dealerships weren't getting as many cars as they once were,
Right.
and causing people to keep their cars because they couldn't get a new
Oh,
car.
don't you remember there were lots that were empty? These big giant lots.
So
for some of
owners
these
were
dealers?
tied down to their cars for longer because of the supply chain disruptions.
Sure.
And as a result, were more likely to experience problems with their cars and then going, screw this.
Yeah.
Now that some of those issues have eased, people are looking to get behind the wheel of something different and are no longer remaining as loyal to a brand. Now, J.D. Power, I guess that's a big data analyst, company. They did analyze data from 2022 to this year, and there are brands that people are still loyal to.
Like what?
Like if you are if you drive a luxury car, like Porsche drivers are Porsche drivers.
Oh, right.
And they will
Yeah.
buy another Porsche.
Yeah.
But that's not a decision made in practicality.
No, I'm going to start with luxury.
Status.
Like
Yeah.
luxury,
Right,
like
yeah.
Mercedes-Benz. If you drive a Mercedes, chances are you're going to get another Mercedes.
My wife worked in automotive sales or advertising, but with automotive, and she got really into the different brands and what they kind of represented. Because we always talk about it. I'm like, hey, like, what do you think of this? And she's like, well, that's for this type of folk, and if you're looking for that kind of vibe, they go for Mercedes or they go for this. It's really interesting, kind of like reading.
The psychology.
Yeah, reading into what those because listen, man, I was born in South County to teachers. I don't
Yeah.
make a ton of money. I'm not in the luxury brand market, so I really don't know what kind of some of those status symbols mean. It's really
Well,
fascinating.
we all know Porsche is small penis.
Exactly. Yes. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Until we own one. Then
Yeah, that's
change
huge.
your
And then
scene.
it's-
Average
no.
penis.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Porsche.
We saw a cool one on our remote
Oh my gosh!
Friday.
Yeah, what the heck was that?
I don't know. It was a cool look. It was a 4-door Porsche, which I'd never seen before.
And it was
Not a thing.
beautiful.
It's a nice looking car, but I guarantee you showed me the price tag, and I'm like, it ain't that nice looking. I'm not a person that I don't. Here's the thing.
There is one that I like. It's the Taycan. What's the?
That might have been what we
Maybe
saw.
that's it.
I saw one on the road the other day. It was a funky color.
I think it was the Taycan because I was like, what's that say? I thought it said toy car because it's in cursive.
That's
and then
it.
I got close
That's
and I was
what it
like,
was.
oh, it's a Taycan.
Oh, that is
Taycan. That's what we saw.
sweet.
It was sick wheels too.
Yeah, I saw one of those. I saw one of
Look for
those
the
on the
4-door.
road
It's
on the way
electric.
back from South Bend.
Boogie woogie woogie. It's
Yeah, those are
electric
those are
luxury.
neat looking.
Yeah,
Look at the,
that's cool.
Look for
That
the
was dope.
4-door down there. Go down, Moon. There was a 4-door one. Because that threw me off. I didn't even know Porsche made a 4-door car.
Yeah.
Kind of threw me off a little bit.
Any of those?
That's a sick looking car.
Yeah, I saw one of those and I go, that's a Porsche I actually like.
Dude, I never really been in a luxury car. I mean, a lot of different luxury cars to compare them. But I tell you what, man, my buddy pulled up in his car. He is sponsored. Him and his band are sponsored by Mercedes. And he pulled up in what I think is a AMG GT or something. This is the nicest car I've ever been in my life.
Is that SUV, right?
No. It's this, but his is like black on black with like every single
it's nice.
amenity. Dude, it was the nicest, most incredible car I've ever been in.
All right, so Porsche people are Porsche people. Mercedes people are Mercedes people. Then you move into the premium SUV segment, like the Volvo SUV.
Range
people
Rover.
are loyal. Volvo and BMW.
Oh, really? Okay.
First and second as far as brand loyalty. SUVs, premium SUVs. Now we move into the mainstream car segment. Who has the most loyalty associated with their brand?
Chevy.
Subaru.
No.
Ooh, that's
Mainstream car. Take SUVs out of it. Mainstream car.
It's got to be Honda.
Honda's number 2.
Ford.
Toyota's number 1.
Toyota. There you go.
Toyota,
Rightfully so.
Toyota, Honda.
Where's Mazda?
Brand loyalty. SUVs, mainstream SUVs, number 1, Subaru. Subaru enjoys the highest loyalty rate as far as mainstream SUVs go.
I can see that.
And then Toyota. Subaru, Toyota. Trucks.
Toyota.
No.
I'm going to say
Trucks.
F-150.
Manufacturer.
Oh, Ford.
Hell yeah, it's Ford. That's right.
Yeah.
My watch says America.
Give me that 350
You still
King
got
Ranch.
that market.
Yeah, Ford, as far as trucks go, Ford people are Ford people.
Yeah, man, I want to get, like, every time I see the new Broncos, like, I'd love to have, like, a vintage Bronco. I just don't have that much money. But, like, I see these new Broncos today, these little 2-door things, man, and I want one.
Yeah,
sports.
I want one.
they know you want one too. You seen the price tag on those things?
Yes, I have. It's not going to happen.
Ford, number 1, as far as brand loyalty for trucks, then Toyota.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
I figured GMC be.
Nope, Ford, Toyota. Trucks, I'm a Ford man. I remember when I talked about my wife getting a Toyota, somebody asked if it ran on soy sauce. And I was like, how dare you?
How dare you? And what if it did? Who gives a crap?
Well, the whole thing was this person doesn't know anything about how car manufacturing works.
It's more American.
That thing
made.
was, yeah, I think, isn't Toyota one of the brands or one of the actual brands within the Toyota umbrella is the most American-made car.
Yeah.
Like built here.
It's like the Mercedes C-Class.
So
They're all
suck
made in
on
the
that.
U.S.
Yeah.
All the parts are from here.
Who cares?
Well, I think my Dodge Charger was made in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Like was built in Mexico.
Let's see. Jeep, it says, is the most American.
Hell
made.
yeah, that's why I drive one.
Wow.
Tesla, Jeep. Oh, God, it just went all AI on me. Hang on. The most American-made cars in 2023 now are Teslas. And it's still coming. Honda.
Honda, maybe that was it. Honda.
The Odyssey, in particular, MDX, Ridgeline, and RDX are very American-made. And then it looks like the Corvette.
Better be.
Chevy.
And then Jeep, Toyota, and Acura.
Huh.
That's awesome.
There you go. We're going to get I think a Rivian truck whenever those.
Oh,
Those
my
are
gosh.
nice.
Are you serious?
Electric truck,
Boy,
yeah.
let me take a ride.
Tim is just waiting for that price to go down a little bit more,
Wow.
and we're going to
little
be
bit.
getting
It's
ourselves.
going to be a while.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I was like, keep waiting.
Gotta
'cause
be
I think
wild.
it's gonna
He
be.
wants an electric truck real bad, and I want him to have one. He drives he has like a hatchback, and I hate that, man. Like I'm like, get a truck.
I'm surprised Tim's car don't run on used
Fry oil.
I know if he could make it right now, he would.
As you're getting the solar panels put on your roof.
Oh my God! Yesterday, I won't stay on this very long, but I'm in the backyard with my cats after work. All of a sudden, I hear somebody on my roof.
Great pictures, by the way.
Thank you.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, there's somebody on my roof and a truck in my front yard. I'm going, what is going on? And the solar panel people are at my house, and had no idea they were arriving. And
And you were like,
we're
I
getting
better
solar
put
panels.
some clothes on.
I go back here with my cats. My cats are freaking out. Anyway, back to you.
I know Tim gets naked in the backyard. But
by the way, this is my husband's midlife crisis, are these solar panels.
Yeah, most people get Corvettes.
And Rivians.
And Rivians.
And Rivians.
My husband
Other
goes...
people get solar panels on their roof.
I love that.
Love them so
Mistresses.
Yeah.
Most people spend money.
Side piece.
Right.
Most people hit midlife and spend money. This man hits midlife and saves money.
He's gonna be, for as much as we're paying for these damn things, he better be spooning them every night up on that roof.
Yeah. It's helped a lot with alleviating traffic on 109.
Yeah. It's
They're
a
fun.
no-brainer.
You know, instead of
Traffic
stop
moves.
signs or stoplights, it really is helping with the flow of traffic. There was a couple of bad areas that would back up for a mile or two during certain hours, especially when schools were being let out. And these roundabouts have really eased some of that pressure. Here's the thing, though. You got a lot of new drivers, and they have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to yield.
It's like we're giving out licenses to
This is Chevy Chase and Vacation.
Yeah, but is that something they teach in driver's ed? How to navigate a roundabout?
Well, they didn't really have to back in the day, but I'm sure they do now. We didn't have too many when we were young.
I think if everything was stricter, and I hate to be that guy, but if everything was stricter, you had to take some sort of class. If it wasn't in high school or some mandated state thing, you had to go. Sorry, you have to make an effort. We're about to hand you keys to a death machine that's potential of killing other folks. The entire society is on the road. I think there would be more intuitive things.
I would think there would be a chapter at least on roundabouts.
Well, even if there weren't, if you were better educated and just a better driver in general, I think the roundabout would be a bit more intuitive to you. When you approach it and you go, oh, look at that. Okay, a circle. We're only going in one direction.
So
there's a yield sign for me.
Okay, so there's 2 lanes. The 2 lanes are going to go into the roundabout. Mm-hmm. And now you got people stopping completely before they enter, and that's backing people up.
Mm-hmm. Well,
people moving out of lanes, not knowing where to go.
People don't merge either.
Right.
That's not just a roundabout problem. I can't tell you how many times I'm coming off Kings Highway exit, going eastbound on 40, right there by Barnes. It clearly says right lane traffic does not. It's a yield sign with a lane where you can kind of get into the lane and then get over. And there's so many people that'll come to a dead stop.
Dead stop.
Drives me
dead stop.
crazy.
And then you look at them and they got fear.
Yeah.
You could see the fear in their eyes. What do I do here? Now, there's diagrams. Sure.
Keep going.
Right.
Just keep going, baby.
Cruise. Yield. And then yield doesn't mean stop.
Nobody knows what yield
If somebody's coming, hey, stop.
It says a yield and merge. So there's nobody going to be in that lane. There's a lane just for the traffic coming off. Now, your runway's short, so you got to kind of come at it at like 20, 30 miles an hour and then get over. Use your mirrors, engage, but they'll stop, dead stop, right at the light, like with a line of traffic hitting 40.
Joe says there are just as many people, older people, that don't know how to use roundabout. In my experiences, it's mostly younger people, Joe. I guess where I cruise.
Yeah.
It's mostly younger people.
It's daredevils. The daredevils know exactly what they're doing with the roundabout. You know, they know the velocity and the speed, and they hit it, and then they get in, and there's no regrets, man. It's just we're in, in, baby. We don't know when we're getting out.
Yeah, there's those people like F it, everybody else. I'm going.
Every time I'm in Belleville, that roundabout in the big Belleville Square.
Yeah,
watch
nothing
out.
says daredevil like a lazy Susan 20-mile-per-hour roundabout.
Wow. Regular evil.
Put on Freebird, honey. A roundabout is approaching. Won't you fly, Freebird? Like, honey, you're going 15 miles per hour. I know. Isn't it a rush?
I'm not looking, though. I'm not looking. I'm just going to go.
The city has a little bit of a different type of roundabout, which is when they just plop a concrete ball right in the middle of an intersection to keep people from going 100 miles an hour. There's nothing round about it except the giant concrete ball. It's still just a square intersection that you now have to navigate around.
Yeah, it's a forced veer.
Yeah.
Here.
That's it. That's what's popping up in the city.
If you've ever driven in New Jersey, they have what they call the jug handle.
Oh, yeah. You told me about this.
So you have to turn right to then go around to turn left. So let's say you're on.
They have that on Lindbergh.
Where's the stoplight?
It's almost like an exit,
if you go off Lindbergh and you want to go to like Chris's Steakhouse, you got to go down by the school that's there. What school is that? Is that Lafayette?
Lindbergh.
It's off Lindbergh.
You talking about Chaminade?
Chaminade, real nice. And you got to take that little. It does that. It has the little The handle brings you back across.
Yeah, and it brings you right, and then you got to turn left to go across the highway, and then back the other way. That's a jug handle. But KSDK has a story about why are roundabouts popping up across the St. Louis area. Now, due to their safety and efficiency, states like Missouri, and this is from KSDK, are building a lot of circles or roundabout roadways in place of four-way stops and even traffic light intersections. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, roundabouts reduce accidents by 39%, serious crashes by 90%. In addition, they could cut down traffic jams by as much as 75%. But traffic circles also come with a learning curve. The fact that you can't figure this out
it's amazing.
Is amazing. And you are, as Moon said, you are now in charge of a death machine, and you can't figure out how to merge into a roundabout or stay in your lane.
Here, let me see if you can park that. Oh, you failed that, but let's take you out on the road. You missed a blinker, you missed this, but you passed with a C. You passed with an average. No respectable college would take you at this GPA, but here, let me get 15-question written test. If you pass that with a C, we'll go ahead and give you a license. We'll never test you for your life again. Here's the keys to a killing machine. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Channel 5 interviewed a woman who avoids roundabouts at all costs.
Absurd.
Oh my goodness.
She avoids
does.
them.
Wait a minute. Is that a roundabout? I got to turn left. She doesn't go to them at all?
No.
Wow.
Because although she says she knows how to drive them properly, she says it's too strange dealing with people who don't.
So you'd rather trust them at a stoplight.
So tips for navigating a traffic circle, according to KSDK.
Here we go.
Remember to slow down. Look around and be ready to yield. Stay in your lane and don't turn right from the left lane or left from the right lane. If the circle has more than one lane, enter it in the lane you want to be in after exiting the roundabout. If you're still confused,
just go around.
Give your keys to somebody else because you should not be driving.
Yeah. What's the law with how many times I can go around that roundabout?
As many times as you want.
See, that's what I love, man. It's freedom.
Enjoy.
Those are my two rules, man. My two rules are, if you're confused or you're afraid,
circle.
Just keep going.
Hand the keys over.
Ask for a ride.
If you don't,
ask for a ride.
If you're confused or you're afraid, put the car in park.
Get out.
The
funniest thing
have somebody take your car.
About a roundabout, though, is the stakes could not be lower. Like, you literally can just wait. The exit will come. It's a merry-go-round. Like, just if you're like, oh, that was it. Just wait 30 seconds. It's coming up again. You'll get another chance at it.
But Rafe, I'm in the left lane. I need to go right.
Jerk the wheel. Your brain is like, it just doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, it's literally the easiest. It's not like when you miss an exit on the interstate. You're like, that's a 20-minute detour. Now I got to go 10 miles, get on the next exit, come back this way, another 10. It's a literal, 22-second delay at best.
Yeah.
But people lose their mind.
Yeah. When I was in college, we got to go to Playa del Carmen to help build some houses, and they had only roundabouts up until this moment when they decided to put a stoplight in this big intersection, and it went from hardly ever having accidents to they already had a ton of people killed just by putting a silly stoplight because it was they're just chaotic. Stoplights are ignorant. And
stoplights are ignorant.
You're ignorant, stoplight.
Ignorant stoplight.
You're ignorant.
Wins. I love it.
Stop it, stoplight. You're ignorant.
So ignorant. I shake my fist at you, stoplight.
It is dumb.
Yeah, KSDK says, practice navigating a roundabout slowly when it's not going to be crowded. Okay. Good luck out there, everybody.
So sometimes I like driving in foreign countries because it's like, it's a little more Wild West, I like it.
Hell of a challenge.
Be like 5 dudes on a moped and the honk. You hear a honk, somebody's changing lanes. Just keep your head on a swivel. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. This is Thunderdome that I want on the roads.
Oh, I mean, when we were driving in Costa Rica.
It works.
Nobody lets anybody in. There's zero courtesy.
Dude.
And that's part of the culture.
Yeah, you have to figure out the patterns of the driving culture. In Asia, it's incredible. And once you understand it, you go, this is a better way to do things. No mirrors.
What would be
everyone's paying attention to what's happening in front of them.
What would be a road rage laughter-inducing incident here. It's like nothing there.
Yeah. Dude, we were escorted one time by these two police on motorcycles. And our bus was flying through. We're trying to get to the show on time, and it's just like nothing but like, crazy, crazy traffic. This is in Indonesia. And these cops were going up to cars that were in front of our bus and putting their foot on the car and kicking them and telling them to move over. And everybody's just like, oh, okay. And they and just parted it. Man, I love the challenge of driving. I love the challenge of driving trucks, big, giant trucks, buses, RVs. I love it. One of the biggest challenges I ever had is, you've been to England, right?
No.
Have you ever driven on the right side?
No.
Okay, so I drove on the right side, meaning like the driver's side is where our passenger side is, right? And
left side of the road.
Left side of the road, but you're on the right side. And my wife and I went to Ireland and rented a car. And we get in the car, and she's like, "You done this before?" And I was like, "I did it for like 5 minutes in England 10 years before."
Yeah, I figured it out.
But I'll figure this out.
Easy.
And that's the other wild thing is that I have an American license that I got in 1995. So, like they'll just rent me a car in Ireland.
Yeah, I've never driven on the left side of the road.
I drove for 7.5 hours on a stick, not realizing I rented a stick. So the stick is now over here. Clutch is still on the left. Gas is on the right, brakes in the right spot, but now I'm using my left hand, driving my right arm. It was wild and so much fun.
Is that something you'd ever want to do?
Drive a stick in a foreign country
on the wrong side of the road?
I've been to London, and it was weird. I mean, I wasn't driving, but I was a passenger, and I was going, I can't get over this.
Now, I think I did a great job, but it was like in Ireland, Northern Ireland, and it's like crazy winding roads that are like this narrow.
Right.
Trucks are flying by. It's these ancient churches, and it's all surrounded by these huge stone walls, just like the movies. I think I did great. My wife had me pull over so she could throw up in a cemetery.
I don't blame her at all. In a cemetery.
Because we were winding.
Ancestors.
But she said it was because it was such windy roads. And remember, she's sitting on the left, feeling like she's driving, and she's flying all over the place.
No thanks.
I've experienced a lot of things in my life. That's something I would like to do. I'd like to go out to England.
I think you'd love the challenge, man.
And have the challenge. You had this. You found this thing on the internet yesterday.
Oh, yeah. This is the Never Have I Ever.
So the Never Have I Ever list.
Bring it. Bring forth.
So pay attention, guys, and we'll see how adventurous you've been in your life.
So for everyone that I say that you have never done, never have I ever. No, it's not a drinking game.
Give
yourself a point.
Oh.
So take a pen, take a tally.
So if you have not done one of these things,
You haven't.
If you haven't, give yourself a point.
Oh, we're all taking our own points?
No, and we'll talk about it. So,
okay.
Have you ever skipped school? Yes.
If you have, you score no points.
Okay. Scott, have you ever skipped school?
This is like golf.
Just on purpose, not by accident.
No, seriously, have you ever skipped school?
No. I mean, yes, I have. Sorry.
Okay, you skipped school.
So no points.
I don't get a point.
No points awarded in the room? Okay.
Okay. Have you ever broken a bone?
No.
I've never broken a bone either.
All right. Points. For Rizz and Lern.
And me.
Broke my nose a couple times and fingers.
Oh, yeah. Several fingers in the collarbone.
Scott?
No bones.
No bones for Scott. Have you ever fired a gun?
Yes.
Moon? Everybody's fired a gun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Southern Illinois. That's like a rite of passage.
Every stoplight.
That's
fired one this morning.
I had my kindergarten gun.
Thanksgiving at Uncle Jim's house. Get the pistol out. Let's hit it.
Okay. No points awarded. Have you ever done drugs?
I'm counting the green here.
Define drugs?
Drugs. Illegal things that you shouldn't do. Yes.
We're counting the green, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Does omeprazole count?
Yes, it does.
Because I'm high on omeprazole every day.
Right now?
Yeah, dude.
What's that?
I would even consider Exploder.
What is that, Tylenol?
No, I've done all the drugs.
So no points awarded.
No points for anybody? Scott?
Yeah.
No points awarded.
Wait a minute. Wow.
You've done drugs, Scott?
Mm-hmm. All of them.
All the drugs. No, it's a good story for another day, but I had never smoked weed. I wasn't going to ever.
Yeah.
And my buddy he'd just gotten a green card out in California, and so he's like, hey, I got a chocolate. And I was like, I could try that.
Oh, no.
Man.
That messed me up
Okay,
for a
so
little
it
much.
was legal in California.
Yeah, but it wasn't anywhere else, and it wasn't federally. You done drugs.
We count.
You've done drugs.
You done drugs.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
We'll count it.
I haven't done it since. So there's
been in a limo.
Still high?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Rode one today.
I did number 3, 4, and 5 all together.
Limos. Overrated.
That's pretty cool.
I do not.
Not when you're a kid, man.
Well, when
Limos,
you're a kid,
you might as well be in a spaceship.
I was actually amazed, not to backtrack, but like in Denver, I was with a circle of comedians. The amount of people that had not fired a gun surprised me. Because somehow this conversation came up, and like, who in this circle's fired a gun? And they all looked at my denim jacket with Aztec print, and they're like, Rafe for sure. And I go, yeah, man, I was in the military. And they're like, what's it like? And I was like, what do you mean you never fired a gun? Ever? Like, not even on a lark? And so many, these liberal cuck comics.
Oh, boy.
Got to get them out on a firing range.
On a lark. I'm not sure.
Just kidding.
Lark.
I was like, huh?
You never just like, been at someone's house and they're like, it's my dad's gun. You want to go shoot it in the yard? I'm like, to me, that was such a natural.
Shoot it in the yard? No, this is illegal.
My first gun I shot was a 12-gauge shotgun.
I guess, man.
It blew me back. I was like 17
at
my boyfriend's house.
They were just such a big part of my childhood that, like, it didn't seem alien to me.
Yeah,
well, it's very alien.
That's the difference between growing up in Southern Illinois and growing up where I grew up.
Yeah, we were doing
in New York?
Immediately arrested.
Yeah, huge gun shortage in New York.
We were doing it in 3rd grade in Cub Scouts. You know?
What, to go to, like, on a lark? Oh, my dad's gun is over here. Let's go in the backyard and shoot it.
Wow. At a lark.
Leave the larks out of this, okay?
I don't know.
Sweet fish.
No.
I shot my friend's dad's gun in the house.
Wait, lark's a fish? I thought it was a bird.
I think a lark is larkin. Larkin's a fish, right?
What? I thought a lark was a bird.
Oh.
It is. A meadowlark is a bird.
Oh.
And a basketball player.
But I don't think that's the term.
Jake is correct, by the way. One thing we all know about Scott is a massive crack enthusiast.
There you go.
Yes.
It's a passerine bird.
Good stuff.
Okay. Okay. Lark is a bird. Okay. Next. So no. We've all been in a limo.
Been in a limo.
Yes.
Yep.
Gotten a tattoo.
Yep.
No points awarded. Everybody's got tattoos. Ridden a horse.
Yeah, buddy. Used to show horses. Got the trophies to prove it.
Did it once. Hated it.
Why?
Never again.
That
was a never again. That was a never again.
Ray said he's never been on. Wait,
I have been on a horse. I just am not proficient.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My uncle put me on a horse when I was far too little to be on a horse alone. And I rode it for a while.
Never too little.
Rizz is max his feet didn't reach his stirrups.
That's relaxed.
Yeah. Put me on a burro. This is embarrassing.
Hey, we should do something. And Scott and I will teach you the ropes.
I want to be proficient at horseback riding.
Yo, it is incredible.
I've been putting it on when you're an actor, you have to put like your skills on your resume. And let's just say horseback riding has been on there. And if I ever get a role and they're like, all right, you're in this new
Clint Eastwood.
Western. And we need you to gallop across the desert. I'm going to be like, ooh, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Fake it till you make it.
Bring me as an extra or a horse trainer now.
Greg says it's not illegal to go out in your backyard and shoot a gun. Yes, it is.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for waking up early, Greg.
Greg from Hillsborough.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if I'm on the farm, fine. Like up in Franklin County.
Right.
And I got property.
But you're in Benton Park, no.
Yeah, if you're in a subdivision in De Pere, yes. I don't
stop anybody on New Year's, I can tell you that.
I don't think it's legal. Although I am not. I don't know every letter of the law.
Right.
Okay. Ridden a horse. Sung karaoke. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
No points awarded.
You've never sung karaoke until you've done it in like a full karaoke room. Now, have you guys done it at like, some bar or something where you're standing
I've
up
gone
there?
to a karaoke room.
There's
like
where
it's
like
a lounge.
Yes,
and
like the old Japanese style.
I've never done that.
Oh, dude, that is the true style. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Because if you're a boozer, if you will, they're bringing you bottles and all that, and
I would love to. I think
it.
I'd have a great time.
You are left it, and then you're just with your friends, and you're figuring it out. You don't have to sit there through 17 people you don't know.
I think I would love doing that.
It is. That's the only way to do it.
Gotten a ticket.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've all gotten tickets. What was the last ticket you got?
A raffle ticket.
It's been 10 plus years ago. Knock on wood. It was speeding.
Yeah, I got a speeding ticket last time.
I just paid my temp tag ticket yesterday.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah,
How much was that?
You got it last month.
108.
Wow.
$108.
108.
Nice.
You're welcome, St. Louis.
You see that new road they
Maybe that pothole will get filled that busted
the one I hit
Rizz's Jeep.
Came with that death wobble. What was the last ticket you got, Scott?
It would have been probably 2013 or 14, and I merged too early into a turn lane. They didn't.
You got a ticket for that?
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't a warning?
What a jerk.
Nope, no warning. He pulled over me and a guy in front of me too, because we both merged. The cars were just far enough where you see that little curve you follow to turn in the left lane. We both went like one car too early to get to that little spot to go down to the green light, and he didn't like it.
He got you at the same time? How did he pull that move?
I don't know.
How did he get both?
Did he rope your mirror?
He was just waiting for people taking lefts there.
How did he get both cars over? Because if somebody pulls up behind,
he got out in the road and he motioned me.
Oh, okay. So he didn't pull up behind you.
No,
he was balls on that guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Big deal. Trust me. Glad he did that.
All right.
Must have been the last day of the month or whatever that old.
That was like almost a $200 ticket too.
Golly, I think mine was in the Challenger speeding. And I was hardly speeding, probably 72 or something, which is speeding significantly, I suppose, in a 60. But still, this dude, remember, he was all asking me about the car. He's like, "It's got a Hemi in it."
And
he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wow, he's an enthusiast. He likes my Challenger." Came back, he said, "Here you go, pay this. Cool car, bye." Cool car, screw you.
I'm trying to remember the road that I got pulled over on.
Mine was great because I was in the Challenger that everybody knew what it looked like because you guys loved telling everybody every Tuesday. And we had like 3 people go by and know that it was me. They're like, "Oh, hey, man." They were texting you. You knew that I got a ticket before I got the ticket.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're like, I know everything.
Yeah. Like, hey, Moon's on 270 getting a ticket right now.
I'm trying to remember the road. I got the speeding ticket on it. It was one of those that goes from 55 down to like 35.
Those little
like without really much warning.
Out west?
Yeah.
Without a roundabout?
With no roundabout.
Wow.
Wild Horse or something like that, one of those?
I forgot what it was. But
those small towns do that, especially over there in Illinois side.
All right, who's got points so far?
Rizz has 2 points. Moon and Rafe are the only 2 without points.
What do I have 2 points for?
I'm over.
I never broke a bone.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Red horse.
That's your NFL standing. Sorry. You have 1 point.
I have 1 point.
Yeah.
All right. Been arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sort
Been
of.
arrested.
I've been arrested enough to count for everyone in this room. I could give one away and still have it.
I mean, you talking about getting booked, like going to, I've been put in the back of a cop car by a cop.
And this wasn't a stripper or...
Were you processed? Were you arrested?
No,
were you taken to the station, fingerprinted, and held?
No, I've been detained. I've been put into the back of a police car and threatened to be booked. Had to spend time inside a police station, but never processed.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So I don't think
that counts.
It counts. So give me a point.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll give myself
One
a point
was
too.
for trespassing at a state park.
Trespass.
Where I was detained. Another was during my college days, the 2 semesters I went to Round Hill College, New Jersey's #1 liberal arts college. Go Roadrunners.
Wow.
I was in an apartment, and the police came and they found weed.
And it was yours.
That's no mine.
Look at you with your ball chain.
That's no mine.
There's no mine.
Puss in Boots said it best. That's no mine.
I'll never forget it. I was watching the movie True Lies.
Great film.
Now lie on the bed.
I was watching True Lies. It was on. It was on TV. The cops came through the door, looked at me, and said, "You're stoned. Downstairs."
This is my face.
But sir, this
is my resting stone face.
natural demeanor, man.
We'll get into the good part where the Harrier jet, goes by the bridge. I don't know. Can we wait to the end? No.
No.
So no, I've not been arrested, per se. Moon?
I too was wrongfully. I was wrongfully detained.
Oh, I'm not saying I was wrongfully detained.
I am. That's no mine. And after many months and some other stuff, they also agreed that that's no mine, and it was dismissed. But yes, technically speaking, Border Patrol and I did not see eye to eye.
Were you fingerprinted?
I don't remember. I was.
You were so high, right?
No. I was in my underwear.
Yeah, but you don't remember if you were actually fingerprinted?
I don't remember that. No. But I was detained for quite some time in this whole thing.
I was detained at a border as well. Again, that was not my fault.
And went to court and won in court because it was ridiculous.
I don't think it's normal for an arrest to make you get in your underwear.
Scott, do we give you a point?
It was a thing where they were
I have
busting
0
everybody.
points. I
So,
mean,
no arrests.
no.
Were
I
you
guess
fingerprinted?
Never. Yeah, no. But I was not detained, I guess. Yeah, no, never.
Okay,
There's
so
just
give Scott a
issues with
point.
borders
Okay.
up in Canada, but
You remember when Lil Wayne got pulled over by Border Patrol, busted by Border Patrol, had money, guns, and drugs and some other stuff? Same fellers.
Tina just got into
day.
Canada yesterday. Outlaw. Snuck in. Her and another girl on the tour both have DUIs. And Border Patrols, it's iffy. They'll turn you away for it. It's a big deal in Canada.
Well, we went to Canada.
This the other side. But
She got in.
We went to Canada.
that-
We're going to Montreal.
that Border Patrol is roll of the dice.
Going to Montreal. I was with my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my wife, and my brother-in-law is a gambler. And it was going to hit the casinos up there in Montreal. Had a lot of cash on him. And we were in like a van that looked pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
It looked like it shouldn't have cash for fun.
Like very sketchy van. Where if I saw this van, I'd pull us over. Too.
It's a cash. It's a cash for business van rather than a cash for fun van.
We get to the New York-Canada border, and it's a big border crossing.
This the Buffalo one?
I forget where exactly it was. It's huge. Multiple lanes. They look at our van, and they go, pull over.
Yeah.
Pull over.
We want to see what you got in the wheel wells, sir.
And we get out, and they take that van apart. I mean, they took it apart. And they go, $10,000 in cash going into Canada. Right this way, please.
Wow.
Right, all of you, right this way.
$10,000 in cash in a 1986 Econoline. What are you doing?
It was
The Astro or something? An Aerostar. Tell me it was an Aerostar. Tell me it was a single bumper Aerostar. You were missing a bumper.
It was like shag carpeting inside, and like a VHS player.
Were the seats laid down? Like you had a bed back there?
There could have been a bed. We could have laid
boy.
the seats down.
Yes.
This had shady written all over it, and they held us for over 2 hours.
Wow.
Until finally, they were like, "Okay, you could go." Got our money. My brother-in-law, by the way, won pretty big up there at the casino. So now we have to come back to the States.
With how much?
He wouldn't tell me. It was more than what he started with.
Damn.
Now, and this is before Waze, before MapQuest, we had to get out a map and figure out where to get back into the States in a smaller border crossing.
Because of the money?
Because of the van and then having to declare the money. Oh, we're also heavy with cigarettes, too.
Dang. Why? Better cigs?
Because those Canadian
Cheap.
cigarettes, man.
Cheap cigarettes. Cheap cigarettes and cash.
And giant pictures of
Nothing going on here.
giant pictures of cancerous death on the
the
packs.
gross
Have you seen that?
No.
Their law, like you know how like we have to have a Surgeon General warning that's like this big
Yeah.
on Marlboro packs. There, they have giant pictures of like dead babies and horrible like black lungs and like
Yeah.
actual not cartoons,
Right.
physical hospital
pictures.
pictures.
Hey, man,
on every
that's
pack
Scared
as a
straight.
deterrent.
I'm into that. Shouldn't smoke.
But they were like crazy cheap up there, so we bought as many cartons as we could.
Yeah. Just load it up.
Idiots. Anyway, okay, so no points there for. Oh no, Scott got a point. Gone ziplining.
Yep. Loved it. Loved it and hated it. Almost crapped myself in the jungle.
Nice.
Had to get out of
Liked
that harness.
it. I liked it. Have you ziplined?
A couple months ago.
Rafe, if you ziplined?
Yeah, I tested the integrity of a zip line in Costa Rica.
Yeah, buddy.
This is real loose rules down there.
Jungle lines, man.
I'm like, is this made for the plus size folk, for the full figured male model? And the guy's like, Pura Vida. All right, buddy.
All right, good enough.
Strap me in Superman style. Let's hope this isn't how it all ends. Did you go Superman style?
What is that? Yeah. Like you mean
Face down?
Oh, face. No, I
With
didn't
your
do
feet
that.
behind you?
I did do the zip line where you go straight down, and they have a guy.
Well, that's just falling.
Well, like you walk off this cliff and you are just going, and then they pull it.
Oh, they slide down.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
cool.
cool.
wow.
Scott, you've ziplined?
Yeah, I was
We put a zip line up at the farm.
Fun.
No.
Oh, I'm
no. And I said to my son, hey, and we were the tree guy, like who's done this before. all right, who's first? And my son's like, I want to go first. And I go, son, you never want to be first on something like this.
The firstborn.
Never want to be first on, testing out the safety and integrity of a zip line.
Right.
And he went first, and the brakes didn't work, and he crashed into a tree. I thought we killed him.
Oh, my God.
He probably popped up.
I've never heard my wife scream like that before.
Probably popped up all. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
no, he hurt himself like it was.
Oh, bummer.
Right into a tree. And in my mind, I still can hear my wife scream.
Wait a minute. This was like a zip line starter pack? Like, or did you just shimmy this zip line?
Oh, no, we were with a guy that had like a tree, like a tree trimmer, tree expert, an arborist who's done this before, who's installed zip lines.
Right.
It's now called Rizzuto zip lines.
And the brakes did not work.
What were the
Zip
brakes?
lines.
There's supposed to be a thing at the bottom. Well, first, you're supposed to have a line
And
in
a
case you
glove.
are going too fast to stop it, especially the first run. Well, I guess the line slipped out of his hand. And there's supposed to be a big spring at the bottom that when you hit the spring,
It slows you down.
it'll stop you from hitting. But that spring compacted all the way. My poor boy hit that tree, and he hit it so hard.
He'll never not let go again, though.
Was that his last zip line?
Was it over the water?
No, it was between two trees on a hill.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
I pictured this over water where you could let go and like drop into the water.
Oh, no, he was harnessed in.
This is just straight up.
This
zip
was a
line.
legit, like, harness zip line.
Yeah.
And again, my wife's scream will haunt me.
I bet.
And I run over there, and I lift him up. He's like, am I broken? I go, nah, man,
Am
you're
I
cool.
broken?
Am I broken?
We're all a little broken,
That's
son.
great, man.
Did I break
glad
something?
he's
No,
okay.
you're all right, man. You're all right.
I'm glad he's all right.
It's overrated. I'll give it that. Ziplining is overrated.
Oh, you haven't been in Costa Rica, dog.
Man, yeah, we did it in the Dominican twice.
They invented zip lining. They got a 3-mile zip line that is from the top of a mountain to the beach, and you're going face down, and you're going. There's a couple rickety parts where you're just like, should I be doing this?
Yeah. Oh, dude, we did one.
wild.
We did one in Haiti that your Superman style.
Haiti?
Yeah, we did one in Haiti. Superman.
You've been to Haiti?
Yeah, on that cruise, on one of them cruises.
Oh.
Wow.
And Labadee, and dude, it was. I think it's one of the longest ones ever. It's like over a quarter of a mile, and you are so freaking high, and you come off of a mountain and you go over the water.
Right.
And there's boats, and there's people swimming underneath you. It is the coolest thing.
I did one in
done
the
it.
Where the last one is, and you go into water.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
neat.
Whoa,
I did it in the
I've
Dominican
still never done
too.
that.
That's pretty neat. All right, no points awarded. Been on TV? I think we've all been on TV.
We're on TV right now.
Yep.
Oh, this doesn't count.
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube.
We've all been on TV. Okay, no points. Been on a cruise? Everybody been on a cruise?
Nope, never will.
Never.
Points.
Point for Lern.
You're missing out on.
Double
Does
points.
the river cruise counts, right? If you went up and down like on a
What?
any of those boats.
I went to
So,
a river
been on a
cruise.
cruise.
And then Buddy's wedding was on a boat, but it never went out to deep sea. It just cruised.
No, I'm
I'd
thinking
say
been
no.
on a cruise is like a Carnival cruise
Staying all
or
night?
a Disney cruise, like
Yeah,
one
like
of those
you have a
ones where
cabin.
you go.
Okay, nope, never.
So, all right, point for Scott.
Point for me.
Been on the cruise. I've been on the ship. My friend worked for Disney Cruise Lines, took me on a tour, but we never left the dock, so I'm going to say no.
Point for
Which one did you go on? Dream?
I don't remember, honestly. He was working in Florida he's been doing it forever, but I went down there and he's like, gave me a tour while it was like
Docked.
docked.
They're
just
cool,
to
man.
see. It was cool to see. I'm going on I've got a cruise.
Brad's like, Rizz will
Next
get on
year.
an unregulated zip line. First of all, I did not get on it at the farm. I was against it.
Rizz will put his child on an
I was
unregulated
against
zip
There
line.
was an
I was
unregulated
against it.
one.
And I said, told you so, after collecting the pieces of myself.
There
Get
was
out.
an unregulated one at a strip cut where I grew up. There was like two brothers just put up this cable. It was just a metal cable that they greased
the
up
best.
with a pulley and a thing to hold on and a rope to pull it back to the stand on the other side because they had like a deer stand up in a tree so you could be going from a higher elevation. And their safety feature was they just put a metal knot right in over the water. So, like, if you lost your nerve and couldn't let go, you'd hit that knot at full speed.
Oh, my God.
You were 100% letting go.
You were backflipping. That's
there was
called
nobody
the
going to hit the tree on the other side.
That's the backflip knot.
Yeah, you're going in. It's a back flop onto the water. And I watched many a kid lose their nerve. And you paid the piper if you did.
Force me to let go.
So, been on a cruise. Rafe and King Scott got a point. Gotten a piercing. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Scott, no piercings.
Oh, yeah.
Not an ear or anything, huh? Prince Albert?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Huh?
Yeah.
He's got the one just underneath.
Yeah, I can't talk about that one.
The sack ring.
Rafe?
Nah.
No, you never had your ears pierced?
Nah.
Can you imagine?
Point for Rafe.
Can you imagine if we had just learned that one of these guys has a sack ring like that?
That would
You know,
hurt
that
like
thing?
hell, I bet.
Hell.
Oh, those count?
I had a buddy that did it to himself in
Yeah.
high school.
To
and then
his balls?
Oh, yeah. And then showed it off to everybody at school and wound up having to go see a counselor after.
Yeah.
A belly button.
Because
wait
of
a
showing
minute.
it or because of
Hang
getting
on.
it?
Both.
Like in between the balls? Like in the crease?
Yeah, I think it's where
Yeah.
the bow tie goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seems
Huh.
dangerous
All right, well.
to do that yourself.
Yeah.
Not into it.
Did you just say in the crease?
Yeah, isn't there like a here we go? Isn't there a crease? It's your testicles.
It's crease
and there's a
lightning.
crease. There's like a second butt crack you guys got down there.
No, but I feel like I learned a lot about a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody I know has one. I'm just asking. I
What do
don't.
you mean by a
I can't.
crease?
I don't have a vivid. I'm not seeing nuts.
I mean, there's a bit of a
vividly
pocket.
in my head right now.
Well, put nuts in your head and tell me where this crease is.
Like when you see.
Close your eyes.
There's a bit of a
Put nuts
pocket.
in your head.
What type of trick was he
Explain
doing
to
at
me
this
the
time?
crease.
You ever seen that picture of that squirrel that has like a huge ball sack? I swear to God, that thing has a butt crack, and it's a nut crack. I don't know.
I mean,
Can you draw it for me?
if you're
can't.
cold,
Yeah.
I suppose, and it's
What?
very,
I don't know.
it's
I
quite
can't
tight.
picture this.
I can't move on until I know what she's talking about. I'm sorry, America. Okay? She's drawing
You
a
know those-
sack right now
You know
on
those
the back
truck
of
nuts? It's
Is this not what nuts?
kind of biological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. I've never seen one with that much cleavage, but yeah.
I
Let
would
me
say
see.
if
You've
anything,
drawn
there's like
truck nuts.
If,
Yes.
Yeah,
Which-
if anything, I would say there's like a tendon there. It's like an opposite of a crease. And
Are
it's
you
more of a-
talking about, like, I would call it more of a seam.
Yeah,
A
seam.
seam.
A seam.
Oh, I'm
yes,
sorry.
the seam.
I don't have
Yes,
the jargon.
that's-
The nut seam.
Well, a crease is different than a seam. A crease would
it
be
could
like
be
In.
folding. It's a
Sure,
folded
like
thing.
you're
in.
just
Yeah, it's a
talking about
seam.
where clearly the sack melded together.
Yes, the sack meld. Thank you.
Yes.
Back to you.
That's where God sewed you.
Where
Yeah.
is Dr. Watma?
See, I
So the
need
two
him.
sides
No,
together.
see, I feel like that's the emergency rope just to make sure everything don't fall straight to the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is, that's the emergency rope to pull it back,
How do we get on this again?
just like the zip line.
Oh, the
Because
piercing.
You
Back
guys
to
got
the
your
zip line.
balls pierced.
So this
Okay.
is where you think the piercing is in the
No,
crease.
I was thinking in between, under
as
the.
you called it.
In the V, in the up, where the little.
Here?
At the bottom of the seam.
Oh, at the bottom.
Oh,
No,
you
no,
think
no.
There'd be
that
like
you
a-
so you think a
No, we're
piercing?
talking about the bow tie.
You think a piercing was holding each side of the sack to itself?
It's supposed to, it's supposed to go on the
This
top.
is,
It's
I
a
just wanted to get to the
barbell.
bottom.
It's
This
supposed
is
to go on
what
top.
she thinks it looks like.
Underneath
you two.
where you dangle.
Okay.
She thinks it's holding together, and very well, maybe it is. Maybe I haven't seen enough.
And by the way, the truck
sacks.
nuts, the way they hang, are quite exaggerated.
Yes,
Okay.
I've rarely seen trucks
Speak
with
for
nuts
yourself.
like
I
that.
don't. Well, I think you guys are wrong, but
Lots of people are saying I'm right in the chat,
no
so
big
thank
deal.
you.
What about it being exaggerated?
Yes, because the chat is
I don't
often
think it's exaggerated.
Well,
at
I
all.
mean the
Right on.
very
way,
accurate.
the almost cleavage of them, like the way the two. It also depends on the weather.
That's what I'm saying. How cold
It
are
also
you, buddy?
depends on the weather.
That
If
thing
I'm
is bizarre.
comfortable,
Moving
it ain't,
on.
it ain't that different.
Smoked things I never have I ever smoked.
I wish I
smoked.
could say no, but
I tried it.
We've all smoked.
Yes,
Yeah,
had a
yes,
cigar
I-
last night.
No points.
I tell you what, man, we used to, and I've already admitted this, so I'm forgiven. Scott and I, we used to steal cigarettes back in the day, like when we were like children, out in the
He made
country.
me.
I made you. That's probably true. Out in the country, and we thought we had this fort back there, and we thought that we were smoking, but we were just like taking puffs in our mouth and like spitting them out real fast, right? We thought that's what it
you
was.
wouldn't inhale.
Senior year comes around. This is like, years and years after this ridiculous criminal escapade of our youth. And my buddy Steve is out on Johnny Venus's deck, and he's smoking his Camels. He's like a full-blown, he's in. He's smoking Camels. Never mind the 100s.
Camel
and
no
the
filters.
Oh, boy, he's in. And I watched how he did it, and I realized, what are you doing? like fully inhale into the depths of the lungs. Had no idea that's what it was. And I go, what is that? And he goes,
yeah, you were just puffing into your cheeks.
Right. I had no interest in doing it as like a high school kid, so I never even thought about it or watched somebody do it. And I go, what is that? And he goes, oh, you got to take it in your mouth and you take a deep breath and get it at the bottom of your lungs. It's, get the full impact of the thing. And I went, oh, really? Give me that. Let me try that. And I just to see what the difference was between what I remember out at the fort, and I hit this thing, and dude, I went. And I go, I mean, it was like
4 days.
I coughed my soul into the pool, and I just lost my brain. I got high. My eyes felt like they swelled and were popping out of my head. I went, oh my God, I don't want none of this.
Yeah.
Get this out of me.
Wild.
I'm glad
So
you
we've all
enjoyed it.
smoked, no points awarded.
Yeah.
Met a celeb, yep. No points awarded. Been skydiving.
Yes.
Did it, hated it,
Loved it.
loved it.
Score a point.
Been up.
I got a point.
That is
Static
not-
line.
Never jumped.
Static lined in the military, but I was too fat to skydive when I went commercially. And believe me, it stuck with me for a long time. But I've been on the trip, and I've jumped out of a plane, so I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird. I'm in limbo. I didn't free fall.
Did you? I mean, you floated down via parachute. I would count that.
Yeah,
You jumped out of a plane with a
Yeah.
parachute?
In the static line jump, yeah.
But you jumped
Where you
out
hook
of
on and it opens as soon as you jump
jumped
out.
out of a plane
Correct.
with a parachute. That is skydiving.
That's skydiving,
That is
I think.
skydiving. Yeah.
As Moon sends me the story this morning. Headline: Skydiver dead after landing on lawn of Florida
I
home.
saw this. They said, oh my God. It was like, it picked up on the doorbell camera, right? Is this the same story?
I didn't see that part of it.
I saw a headline yesterday. Somebody's Ring doorbell picked up a skydiver dying, and it like, I didn't want to watch it, and I didn't, but like
Shootless?
the person, I guess their chute didn't deploy, and
Oh,
they
my
just
God.
dead.
This is out of
immediately.
Florida. Skydiver found dead on the front lawn of a home in East Central Florida Sunday afternoon in what police are calling a solo parachuting incident. Skydiver, whose name was not released, was discovered wearing parachuting gear by a resident in Titusville. That's about 35 miles east of Orlando. It was not immediately known if the skydiver's gear properly deployed. Yeah. So basically, the homeowner went out and went, oh, guy dead on my front lawn.
Holy nastiness. You know, somebody gave me, it's like $200 or $250 or something. Somebody gave me a gift card to go. And by this time, I had already had 2 children. And for some reason, I was just like, you know what? I have dreamt of doing this. I want to do this so bad. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I want this. But man, I felt.
Somebody said right now.
I felt in the moment. I was like, you know what? Maybe this is irresponsible of me. I got too much going on
Right now, though.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it now.
No, there's
Would
still,
you do it again,
still
Lern?
children in the house.
I think I would do it again, yeah. Like if my mom wanted to go, I'd go with her.
Listen, and my children are all good. They're when they're all adults and they're all good. I think I will tack back around and I'm going to do this and I'll do it
again.
I want to do it for sure.
I wish I would have filmed it or had some more documentation because we didn't pay. This is before I was, had money I was making or anything like that. And to get the GoPro camera was like $100-something more.
Yeah.
And so the only photo evidence I have of that Tim and I went was before when we're all suited up and then like immediately after just. So there's I wish I had video footage of me in air because I was so interested in what that felt like.
Yeah.
And I was so overloaded with just sensory overload. I wish I could just go back to relive it.
Scott, skydiving?
No, I like the idea of it, but I've never gone. And I got a cool story. My Uncle Rick, the first time he ever flew an airplane, he was drafted in Vietnam. And the first time he ever flew an airplane was also the first time he ever jumped out of an airplane.
Wow.
So that's a
Wow.
wild way to do it.
Oh my gosh!
kick
Can
you
you
out.
imagine that?
Let you go. There you go,
So brave,
paratrooper.
man.
Have fun.
I would
Right,
love.
so-
I would love to do it. But that's the same reason. Same reason I don't own a motorcycle right now is just because the kids in the house. I'm not.
Yeah.
Risk reward.
Risk reward not worth it right now. You know what's wild is my wife's grandparents would never fly on the same flight. Like let's say they were going.
We have some family friends that.
Like when their kids were younger, they would never fly on the same flight just in case something happened. They didn't want it to happen to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have family friends that do that too. I think it's the dude's excuse just not to go with the family.
Really?
Brilliant.
That was not
It
the
is
case
brilliant.
here.
Brilliant.
He actually worked for the airlines, if I
You're also
remember right.
increasing your odds, right? Of something happening to someone.
Good call on that.
Well, yeah, but I understand like the whole like
From a
you know,
theoretical, statistical standpoint. every flight, your chances have to creep a little bit up, right? So if you're doubling the amount of flights that family members are taking, you're doubling the chances of being in an in-air mishap.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe statistically it doesn't change a thing.
All right, so you got a point.
I got a point.
Scott?
Yep.
You got a point. Had a one-night stand?
No, never had one.
Never? Point for Lern.
Does this have to be with a stranger?
Yeah. Right? Because that's what a one-night stand is. You know.
Does family count?
Good question.
Relevant. Many people were asking.
Ask one of the cousin brothers. Let's get into it, boys.
Hey, he's my cousin's cousin. It could have been, everything would have been fine.
One-night stand, Scott?
Nope.
No. Point for Scott. Rafels?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Done all kinds. Done the stranger. Done had with a friend. We both had a little too much to drink. We were both like, oh, well.
Is a one-night stand, does it have to be with a stranger?
I don't know.
I mean, that's how I always saw it, so I would say...
I always just saw it as like, hey, this is just like a one-night
one-time thing?
Yeah.
What if it wasn't...
Maybe a one-night stand, does it have to have the the old school one-night stand was like, oh, I slept with someone, never talked to him again.
Right.
But I don't know. To me, it's just like, which I've had that kind, where it's just like hook up at the bar or whatever and go your separate ways in the morning, have breakfast. Nice meeting you.
Sexual relationship lasting only one night. So I guess it could be somebody you know.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so it's any time that was just a one-time thing.
Just a one-off.
Night, yeah, one-off.
No follow-up boom. That, to me, that's a one-night stand. One and done.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm...
no points awarded.
No points.
So Scott and Lern got a point. Skinny dipped.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Hated it, did it, hated it.
Did it.
Not a fan.
Not a fan either.
At night, in a lake.
Oh, God. Jason Voorhees.
In a lake. I'm not sure I'd do it in a lake.
Yeah.
It was regrettable. It was at a work function.
You just you're just hanging bait, man.
Yeah, well, it was a bobber for sure.
Yeah, you're hanging bait.
Why were you naked at a work function?
Don't want him getting in the crease.
Well, it was an after-work function.
Oh. Still a work function, everything. After work.
You skinny dipped at a work function?
It was after.
And radio used to be wild.
Yeah,
it really did.
The old days of radio were very unregulated.
03, 04. Yeah. Didn't like it.
I bet.
Didn't love it.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
What if it's just like us? You know, okay, let's say it's just...
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Hello.
Just fellers, just friends.
I've skinny dipped at Moon's pool when he wasn't home.
No, we're definitely not.
You're welcome to anytime. I just want somebody to use it.
Just use it. He's like, just make it work my while.
I don't even want you guys seeing me on a beach.
Yeah.
We know.
I've seen you in every...
vacation with
Come
us,
on,
so.
man. I've seen you in every position possible. Except for skinny dipping in my pool.
Yeah.
Which you have been invited to do.
Not happening.
Well...
Skinny dip, Scott?
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, you have
yes,
a pond
no
on a
points.
farm, you're going to do that.
Been drunk?
Right now.
Right
Hello.
now, guys. No points. All right, so there's the never have I ever. So give yourself a point for each thing you did not do. Who's the winner?
King Scott won with, or you're talking the winner,
Most points.
The most points awarded went to King Scott with 6 points.
Wow.
Followed by me with 4.
Out of the 20 things, King Scott did not do 6 of them.
4 for me. Moon and Rafe are both at, or Moon, Rafe, and Rizz are all at 2.
2?
All right.
I thought I had 1.
I don't know, man. I was writing points down.
No, you never were skydiving.
That's it. Just 1 for me, guys.
Moon wins.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm winning anything, but...
Yeah, you win. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Must have been a rock star
I would like to thank all
Good job,
those
buddy.
people that I
Help
skinny
make
dipped.
that possible.
All the band members that I skinny dipped with.
Hey, before we move on to the Team Rizz Member of the Day, I do want to shout out Trim Light Southeast Missouri, sponsor of my head this week, the hat of the week. Trim Light Southeast Missouri is an innovative patented lighting system that allows customers to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on their homes and businesses, eliminating the hassle and worry of hanging Christmas lights or holiday lights ever again. Trim Lights or trimlightsemo.com, TRIMLIGHTSEMO.com. Thank you to Trim Light for your generous donation to the Song Society. Song Society is a St. Louis-based nonprofit charity organization that provides music therapy by board-certified music therapists to support and empower the voices of kids, teens, families affected by medical life changes, cancer, or chronic illness, free of charge. So the entire month of October, your business, you have a chance to sponsor one of our heads. You make a generous donation to the Song Society, and we will happily, gladly wear your hat all week long on camera. Do some social media. I will shout out your company, give their tagline. In fact, Trimlight, Southeast Missouri, brighten your world with smart lifetime lighting.
Bandanas, crowns, whatever.
Silly hats, it don't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
As long as that money goes to the Song Society. And if you want to get your business on camera, shout it out, give us an email, rizzshow1057thepoint.com, and we'll pass it along to the proper people. All right, that's sponsored by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Moscow Mills, Jennifer Broughton is our Team Rizz member today. Jennifer has been a listener to the Rizz Show since 2018, devotes her entire mornings to being a Rizz evangelist. Attended several Rizz Show events at Hot Shots and the Toast to Jeff event. Jennifer is so happy with the additions of Rafe and Lern to the crew. Relates to my dislikes and hates. No likes in there, huh? All dislikes and hates. Huh?
We'll get to those someday.
Yeah, we'll find one.
I guess she questioned it so much that she's wondering if we were separated at birth. Maybe. Jennifer Broughton from Moscow Mills is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get the super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break in the morning. We'll come back with some news. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at Rizz Show. Your emails, rizzshow@1057thepoint.com. Our buddy Clonvis joins us at 8 o'clock. Haven't seen him in a while. What has he got going on? He's promoting something?
Yeah, I think he's got some shows coming up. He's been doing his Clonvis to the Rescue show.
Yeah. The great YouTube show.
He's always got a lot of
He
stuff
just
going on.
performed with Eric Andre.
Oh, yeah, he was on stage with Eric Andre.
Yeah, that's pretty
Was
nice.
he really over the factory?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're buddies. So he had him come up and hang out.
Oh, wow. Got to ask him about that. Eric Andre.
That's awesome.
That dude is wild.
We almost went. That was last Monday. It's like a variety show where he's like in his underpants and like blending up McDonald's and making you drink it. Like very interactive.
Oh, I got to talk to him about
Scared
that.
me.
Wait, what was going on?
Eric Andre, from the promos that I saw from his tour, was taking an entire like value meal from McDonald's. So burger, fries, sauce, everything, putting it in a blender on stage and then having people in the audience drink out of it.
Oh,
Gross.
wow. That's good.
Didn't he leave that prank show?
The one with Johnny Knoxville?
Wasn't there some kind of...
I don't know if he left it as much as he had to tell Johnny Knoxville, hey, man, these pranks you're pulling, like, you got to stop because you're driving me insane. Because Johnny Knoxville, with those jackass guys, at all times you need to be on your toes.
That's just a funny thing for Eric Andre to say, because he's done some pretty wild ones.
But I think working with Johnny Knoxville,
he was too much.
It's too much.
Wow.
That's interesting.
You know, and we've talked to Steve-O about it. I mean, at any time, something can happen. Anytime. Whether somebody just comes at you with a taser or somebody shaves your head, or worse. What jackass was it where, what was it the last one where on set they had a porta potty and was it Steve-O that was in it? It just blew up. Like you went to go take a dump and just a porta potty exploded.
I feel like that was one of the early ones. Let's see.
Yeah, I know they picked one up.
I think you're right, though.
I think there was an exploding one in the last one.
Let's see.
And a random person would just go into the porta potty and it would just explode with you inside it.
And with everything else inside of it, too.
Steve-O, I think they did pick it up and shake it around or something. Because he came out blue. If I remember that.
Lucky guy.
That was the one with the crane, right?
Yeah. But, Clonvis is coming in, 8 o'clock. We'll also play a game with him. Give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see Seven Dust with Static X, tickets to go see Ludo, tickets to go see Bad Religion, and tickets to go see Fragile Porcelain Mice. Also, I will take my punishment for coming in last place for the Pick'em Challenge.
Okay.
I have 2 shots coming my way. But the good news is, and Moon, let the folks know. Let the folks know, Moon.
I'm letting the folks know.
That.
Oh, we destroyed the fast lane.
Yeah. Thank you, Vegas Raiders, for winning last night.
Despite their best efforts to lose that game.
Right.
They did win.
The Rizz Show victorious. Week 5. NFL Pick'em Challenge. It is now Fast Lane 3, Rizz Show 2.
Nice.
Glorious.
See, Lern?
See what happens?
We're coming back.
When we
Especially when you
put
can't
rules
change
in
picks.
place.
See what happens when you have to lock in your picks? We kick their ass.
And you maintain positivity.
That's right. And we maintain positivity.
I have an event with Andrew Marsh on Thursday. We're going to be the Arnold Hot Shots for the Pick'em Challenge. And so he and I will go head-to-head together talking smack.
Oh, talking football, huh?
Yeah. 6 to 8. Hope you're there.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
Where? Which location?
Arnold.
Arnold.
Arnold
location.
Cybergs, excuse me.
Cybergs.
Cybergs,
okay.
yes.
Big difference.
Big difference.
We love our friends at Hot Shots.
We love everybody.
Also, Cybergs, good wings.
Yeah.
I'm going to vomit over here, by the way. You're talking about food, and I found the classic Jackass movie Portaloo bungee slingshot with Steve-O inside. And it is
Oh, no.
Inside a full porta
horrendous.
potty where they...
There you go, Lern.
I am good.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't come out blue. He came out brown.
Yeah.
Big difference.
That's
And sad.
Lovely.
Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by...
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
All right, so nobody won the Powerball last night. Powerball jackpot climbs to an estimated $1.73 billion. Nobody matched the game's 6 numbers last night, won the grand prize. So there's been no winner for 35 consecutive drawings. Last winner was July 19th. The record is 41 drawings with no winner back in 2021 and 2022. Biggest jackpot ever was the $2.04 billion jackpot hit by that player in California back in November of last year. So we're getting up there.
Wow.
Next drawing's on Wednesday. The U.S. Postal Service wants to raise the price of first-class stamps again. Can anybody tell me what the price is now for a first-class stamp?
49.
I'm going to say 61
49
cents.
61 cents.
61
cents. Okay, Rafe?
Sounds right.
First class stamp?
Well, it's the same thing. It's a regular stamp.
I'm going to say 35 cents.
35 cents. Okay. You're wrong, Moon. You're wrong, Rafe. Would you say, Scott?
61.
61.
I
You
said
said 61. You're the closest. Right now, stamps are 66 cents.
Oh.
I'm going to raise it to
Look at
68
us.
cents.
Look at
Hip
us.
with it.
I love buying stamps and mailing things snail
Do
mail.
ya?
I do. Like, I need to go to the post office later today to get some more stamps. I
You better
know.
get them now.
I better get them.
Better get them now because on January 21st, it looks like going up to 68 cents.
This is first class, not forever stamps.
That's not the same thing.
I don't understand it. So, how much is the forever?
Aren't first-class stamps just regular stamps?
I always buy the forever ones so they lock in the price. Because otherwise, you got to start, like when they do this, you got to start adding things to.
Yeah, but I think if you just buy stamps, it's locked into whatever you bought them for.
I don't think so.
What?
That's not how it is. A forever stamp is.
Yeah.
Forever means, and it's a little bit pricier. Once you get a forever stamp, no matter if it fluctuates the pricing, it will be mailed.
I don't know how this works.
This first class stamp experience is you have to have like the additional little baby stamps to go onto it when they increase it.
Oh, man.
Okay.
They have baby stamps?
That
They
makes
got
more
baby
sense.
stamps.
Big stamp.
All
All
right.
right. Train on us.
Okay, well, stamp prices are up 32% over the last 4 years. One stamp would cost you 50 cents back in 2019. First-class mail volume, however, is at its lowest. It's down 51% since 06. So the price hike has to be approved by the Postal Regulatory Commission before it is official.
What an annoying amount, also.
68 cents?
So you're going to have to go 68 cents. You're going to get, what's that change coming back to you? 32 cents? Here's a couple gross sticky pennies that people brought in from the ashtrays of their cars to pay for their 68. Just make it $1, man. Just make it $1.
$1 to send a letter, huh?
Just do it. It's where we're headed. Just
how about
make
75 cents?
All right, fine.
3/4.
It's quarters at least.
3/4. 3/4, and we're good. The FBI is warning against a new, quote, phantom hacker scam that's already caused some older people to lose their entire savings.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
All right, the scam sees hackers pretending to be tech support or government institutions to gain trust. They then go after the largest accounts they could find and then just drain them. So the FBI writes, between January and June of 2023, 19,000 complaints about tech support scams were submitted with an estimated victim loss of $542 million. Almost 50% of the victims were over 60. And they're reminding you, hey, don't click pop-ups. Don't click on messages you don't know. Don't click on links you don't know. Emails. Never let an unknown person take control of your computer. Got to explain that to the old people.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not Microsoft calling and they need to get into your computer because of something with Windows.
Right.
Come on.
The worst is when they call the old people and then they have them on the phone and then, you got to get on this website. Okay. And they're prompting them to walk through the hack.
Yeah, know people have done that.
Through the hack. Okay, if you click on this link, if you go into your settings,
right.
And then,
Social security number
I'm
here.
now taking, I've now taken control of your computer, so don't worry, I'm going to take care of the problem.
Right.
Next thing you know, they're in their, they're on their banking website and everything's gone.
Yep.
Anybody have Hiya on their phone? Hiya?
I think I did a long time ago.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah, I think you helped me put it on there a couple years ago.
They're like a security company. They're pretty good with spam messages.
Yeah.
Or like it's a reverse phone lookup too.
Oh, is it really?
That's what I use it a lot for.
It's been a long time.
So voice security company Hiya.
What do you mean reverse lookup? Like if somebody calls you and it says private, you can call them back?
No. So if it's a number I don't know.
Oh, you can look up.
I could reverse
and it'll say
who it is.
Most likely this is so-and-so in Canada.
Right.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So they revealed, and the voice security company Hiya revealed, that the average person gets how many monthly spam calls?
Monthly.
Monthly
average
spam
person,
calls.
monthly,
Yeah, average person.
Let's say
one a week?
28.
28.
I'm going to go 10.
10.
Sounds reasonable. I was going to say 10. I'll say 12.
12, all right. Monthly
I
spam
guess
calls.
I'll go high. I'll say 40.
40.
I get them every day, but at the same time, now that I'm thinking about
you
it.
get them every day?
See, I assume that I get them every day,
me
but
too.
a lot of them are hospitals and all this crap that I've been dealing with for my brother.
Yeah, 14.
Oh.
Average person gets 14 a month. And I think that's about right. With 25% of all unknown calls considered, quote, unwanted. So analyzing 98 billion phone calls worldwide between January and June of this year, Hiya says insurance scams are the biggest scams of the year. Insurance scams. Other big phone scams, Amazon impersonators. The company also found an increasing use of AI to make spam calls. Which country is the worst place for spam calls? Not the U.S., it's the U.K. If you hate returning packages, Uber can do it for you. Uber drivers will now collect up to 5 prepaid and sealed packages and drop them off at a local post office, UPS, or FedEx stores for a flat fee of $5.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. I think this is a good thing to get out there because a lot of people were like, "This is we are the laziest, whatever." But $5 is cheap as heck. And think about the time that it takes you to go ahead and return all these packages sometimes. Because we always go to Kohl's, right? It's Kohl's that has the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now they make you
now
walk
you go to
all the way
UPS,
through it.
though.
Oh, you can just drop it off there?
Now you go to UPS.
Still, I mean, sometimes it takes a lot of effort. Let's say you own a business or something where you're returning this stuff, or maybe you got something going where sometimes this can take a lot. $5 is cheap as heck.
I was thinking this is good for old people. Old people don't want to leave the house.
I feel like it's good for Uber drivers, too.
Yeah.
Don't you?
If only there was a person that worked in the U.S. government that went door to door delivering and collecting mail.
That would be neat if they had
If we
that.
could just come up with that,
I think they're working on
we
it.
could cut out the middle person. We'll get there. Mark my words. We'll get there.
I think they're working on that.
I bet they are in a lab somewhere.
Yeah, they got the greatest minds.
They do.
Kind of working on solving this problem.
Yep, that's what I think.
So you could choose the drop-off location in the Uber app, and drivers will, provide a photo confirmation once the package is delivered. All right, so if you think this is a good idea, I don't know. I think this may catch on. If you have too much to drink and you get sick in the bathroom of a place, you're going to have to deal with embarrassment. You're going to have to be, dealing with the hangover the next morning.
Yeah.
And potentially now a cleaning fee. So reports out of San Francisco say multiple restaurants have posted signs warning of cleaning fees if you get sick inside their place and make a mess.
Restaurants, like bars. We're talking about
bars. Yeah, bars, restaurants. They're targeting drunks, specifically day drinkers who take advantage of booze specials like bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. Sunday.
And some of those people are drinking too much too fast, and their bodies cannot handle it. And it's become a bigger issue post-pandemic, and most common offenders are young people in their early to mid-20s.
This is discrimination.
Yikes.
A lot of restaurants have staffing issues, and no one is interested in cleaning up vomit. So now they're going to start tacking on cleaning fees if you get sick. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
Good luck with that.
I'm okay with that. And speaking of staffing issues, Sunday after church, we let the kids pick the lunch place, right? Well, girl wants to have Olive Garden. Let's go to Olive Garden.
Nice. Endless breadsticks. All right.
Yeah, this will be great.
Sound of
Going to
breadsticks, yeah.
Italy.
Hey, look at that. Is it open? Because there's no cars here. Wow, that'll mean we'll get seated right away. There's no
Right.
wait, no church rush, right? No Sunday afternoon lunch rush.
Yeah.
This will be
cars in the
great.
lot.
Let's walk in. Oh, sure enough, nobody's in there. This is going to be great. And the host and hostess say, how many? Well, we'd like a whole bunch, please. But it looks like we'll have no issues getting a table. And they said, cool, it'll be 25 minutes. I said, what?
It's an empty restaurant.
And they said, yeah, 25 minutes. And one of the kids kind of goes sassily, says, well, who are we waiting for? And
How many servers were there?
well, and that's what they said. They said, well, we only have one server today.
There you go.
One server.
On a Sunday.
It's a 50,000 square foot restaurant. I mean, I could see.
And we can only seat 3 tables.
I could see 300 chairs.
It's wild.
But isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? So they're having such staffing. And I told that to Rizz on Monday. And he said, yeah, man, staffing issues. People are having such difficulty. So can you imagine if there's 6 people in there, one server, and one of these idiots throws up now in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, and they'll add, they said the cleaning fee is $50.
How do they know who did it?
I guess if they think you got to be caught.
Yeah, so if I'm vomiting in the bathroom, because I've had so many mimosas on a Sunday, I'm going to be
And you
discreet
destroy
as
the
hell.
bathroom, yeah, I'm going to sneak out.
I'm going to be sneaking out.
I'm going to dip out.
You're not going to know it was me at all. But
Well-
also, I'm kind of mad about this because, like, I've worked in the service industry a long time. I've had to clean up monstrous disasters. It's a rite of passage working. Like, you don't want to. Nobody wants to clean up a bathroom.
Just because you suffered.
Oh, everybody must.
Just because you suffered doesn't mean
I clean
everybody has to suffer.
I clean the bathroom at a music store, every morning. And I don't know what the hell people are doing in music stores. I can't imagine what
Right.
cleaning a restaurant
Lot of
bathroom
diarrhea.
is.
Dude,
Guys,
that was me in the dressing room.
Lot of diarrhea at music
Dude, it was
stores.
so nasty. Like, what did playing that guitar riff so high and up in the guitar room? Like, give you the runs, man. You just partied so much up there.
Doesn't that give you like a better respect for people? Like the fact that you are humbled by cleaning up somebody else's waste.
Listen, they can add it to your tab if you throw up in a public area. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting the money.
Right.
The restaurant's getting the money. Hopefully, they do share with the person who has to
Well, the
clean
restaurant-
this
Hopefully.
disaster up.
They don't
Have
want
a pukey bank.
But they're doing that because the restaurant's losing the money. I don't think it's about the employee doing the thing and, like, paying the dues and whatever. I think it's about them saying, we got one server, and now
It's also about we've had it.
Moon's family's not going to stay because we just told them now it's a 35-minute wait because so-and-so has to go clean the puke out of the bathroom.
And maybe it has something to do with that. It also has got to do with enough. Enough of this.
Worst part of that Sunday story is we were like, okay, we'll leave. There's 50 restaurants along this strip here, so we'll go to the next one. We went to the next one and sat right away. And they must have had one cook because then we waited 55 minutes to get our food. It
wait.
was just a disaster.
Back to this though, because like honestly, it should start in the airlines. Then it should start with the story we had a few weeks ago of the person like losing themselves
Had
through the
diarrhea.
aisle. Yeah,
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be a chronic problem.
but still,
I think
you're
here
on
in
an
San
airplane.
Francisco, but I think here in San Francisco, again, it's not just a staffing issue. It's bottomless mimosas, endless Bloody Marys. People are just getting hammered. and then getting sick. And it's an issue.
It's going to be everywhere then. We're going
Why
to
is it not?
Fine. It's you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting sick.
But what if you're just sick? Like I have the flu and you get sick and you can't help it. It's not that you're hammered drunk.
What the hell are you
Like,
doing at the restaurant with the flu?
I'm saying like anywhere, public places anywhere.
When was the last time you threw up in a bathroom in a public place?
I try not to. It's been a long time.
But I don't think you're going to worry about it.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I am going to worry about it.
You should be fine. You should be fine.
When's the last time you messy?
Learn, I'll make sure it's a case-by-case basis.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
If you're really sick, we're going to waive going to waive the fee for you.
Well, I just think there's an over-serving issue, too.
Right.
Looming on this, where it's like, yeah, we serve bottomless mimosas. We can't believe with all that booze and acid juice that people are drinking that they're throwing up everywhere.
Yeah, they don't want to cut into profits that way by saying, "Hey, it's a limit to 2 drinks per person, so you don't vom in the bathroom."
Yeah.
No, we still want to make all of our money and get you hammered drunk, and then we want to charge you for being so drunk.
What an unfun, bottomless event when there's a limit.
Have I?
I mean, dude, if Senor Frogs charged for everybody that puked,
right?
They're making $10 million a year.
$1 billion.
Have I thrown up in a bar before?
100%.
Yes, I have.
Nice. Really?
Yes, yeah.
Here's
I don't think I have.
If you serve shots in flights, if you have a little paddle that you serve full of shots to people,
right,
and then you have the audacity to charge them for vomiting, come on.
Savage.
They serve shots in flights?
Oh, yeah.
Like
a full of shooters.
Yeah, you're talking about flights of booze. I thought you were talking
flights of booze.
Oh, okay. I was up in the air again. Shoot, sorry.
No, there's lots of places that I see them bring out like it looks like an old school fraternity paddle with holes in it. It's just filled with booze, and they put it in front of already clearly drunk people.
Yeah.
And what about the shot ski?
Yeah.
No, they do the shot ski over at Parrots. Parrots has a shot ski.
When the Cardinals won the World Series, they had a ice sculpture rally squirrel that they were pouring booze in the hole, and people were taking the shot. It'd go all the way through the squirrel and out the butt. And people were lined up putting their bare lips on an ice sculpture of a squirrel's ass doing shots. And I'm like, could you imagine? That was at, what's the place next door? Patios? That was at Patios. And I was watching adults get in line and put their just lip to lip on on the squirrel's ass. And it was like booze. They had turned red, and it was like shooting through the rally squirrel.
Booze, they had turned red.
Everyone's just sucking it right out of the squirrel's ass, dude. And I'm just like, that is so gross.
It's like the sugar booze.
It's gross on so many. Yeah, but it was like whiskey mixed with apple pucker that was turning it red.
That's the crap.
Or maybe it was cherry watermelon.
That's
pucker.
in the test tubes down on what is that place called?
But imagine if Patios had
French
the audacity to be like, "Oh, you people."
Puking in my bathroom.
After we gave you these gratuitous shots out of a squirrel's iced ass, you have the audacity to throw up in our patio.
How dare you? $20.
That's why it's called patios. People throw up in your patio. That's why it's called that.
Patio.
Yeah, patio. Exactly. So to me, that's a little crazy. Like, it depends on what kind of establishment you're running. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought it was patios all the while. It's been patio.
Yeah, it was just patties.
Patio.
Solved that one.
The line was around the corner, by the way.
Hey, man,
100 people deep.
Nobody's going to stop
taking
going.
shots out of the squirrel's ass.
Taking straight up and raw dogging.
True story.
Make it reasonable. Make it a $25 cleanup.
True story. I was at a party where the Stanley Cup was.
Okay.
After the Blues won. Mm-hmm. And they were pouring beer into the cup and passing the cup around. And it got to me, and I said, no, thanks.
Yeah. You did the right thing.
I said, do you know how many lifts have been on this cup?
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you are pretty dirty. A lot of you are dirty. But it's a Stanley Cup.
I had the ice luge thing in a very phallic design for my bachelorette party, which was, again, it was all my friends, but yeah, mouths all over that thing. No thanks. Looking back, not the best.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup's going to be in another city tomorrow, but the herpes will be forever.
Forever. Yeah. Sores everywhere.
Yeah, the sores will be forever. Yeah, sorry. Pop quiz. Are people who are born in Puerto Rico U.S. citizens?
I would hope so, right? That's a U.S. territory?
Are they U.S. citizens?
I remember hearing about this. I don't think they Are they? But they can't vote. There's some like half-assed version of this. It's like a half-assed version of citizenship, right? Am I right?
People who are born in the U.S., born in Puerto Rico, U.S. citizens.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
There's like restrictions. I'm telling you,
Dang. So they have their own their own government then as well.
They are citizens. Yes, they are considered.
Okay.
They are considered full-blown
but,
citizens.
But what's the restriction?
I don't think there are any, right?
I'm telling you,
I
just learned that there's something something they can't do. It's like, is it vote? Is it shoot? There's something. Look it up. There's got to be something. I know.
Residency?
I just heard about it. Oh, maybe that's it.
I think there are no restrictions. I think like Guam.
Same for Guam. Yeah.
Guam. I think you're a
Voting
citizen. You vote. Everything.
So a
Branson's
passport
the
is
same
not
way.
needed to come from Puerto Rico
No.
into this.
No,
mainland.
and the problem is that so when that question is asked, are people who are born in Puerto Rico U.S. citizens? 54% of Americans know that. That means that 46% don't know that.
Yeah, it's
and that's caused problems. So Puerto Rico just announced that they're changing their driver's licenses to add USA because they're encountering issues when traveling to the mainland here.
Cool.
It says, are Puerto Ricans considered U.S. citizens? The short answer is yes, but they do not have all the same rights and policies as U.S.-born citizens. They're considered,
So what can they not do?
So they're considered an organized, unincorporated territory, which means they're self-governing without an automatic constitutional law placed on them, but they are owned by the United States. Over 3.7 million live in Puerto Rico, and for the most part, they are treated similarly to D.C. They can have representatives at Congress meetings, but they cannot vote in general elections.
Oh, they can't. Okay.
Interesting.
So they got no vote in the general election?
They can, however, vote in presidential primaries. Puerto Ricans do not pay federal income taxes, but they do have to pay state, local, and income taxes.
Oh, I didn't realize they couldn't vote in presidential elections.
They also receive less Medicaid than the U.S. states, and they pay the same FICA taxes as the United States, but are not eligible for supplementary security income. So they're not eligible for SSI.
Okay. Well, they're putting USA on their driver's licenses because employees of airlines, rental car companies, and even bars have been rejecting Puerto Rican driver's licenses. And they're going, all right, give me a valid ID. And they're like, no, this is
valid.
This is let me see a passport.
Yeah, I belong here.
Like Puerto Rican IDs are as valid as like a Missouri driver's license. The main difference is that because Puerto Rico is not a state, they don't vote in presidential elections. Only have non-voting representation in Congress, as you mentioned. But some people don't think adding USA to licenses will make much of a difference because previous licenses featured the American flag, and that wasn't enough to, quote, remind some Americans.
Isn't that wild that they can have representatives? It's like, here, you can have a seat, but you can't talk.
Yeah, it's weird.
Here, sit and watch us.
Sit here.
Watch us when we vote and talk about things over here, make decisions.
All right, one final thing before we move on. If somebody says they wouldn't hurt a fly, they might just be outsourcing that job to somebody else. So a new poll found that the average person encounters a bug or pest 5 times a week. Is anybody having a problem with stink bugs now? They are all
everywhere
over my house.
As soon as that one day the temperature dropped,
they're invading.
They were everywhere.
Dude, they're everywhere in my house.
That's the way she said that was just funny.
My dog.
They're invading.
My dog loves chasing flies and anything that's in the house, and she'll chase the stink bugs. She watches them and she'll bat them down, and then she looks at them. She knows better. She's like, oh, there it is. I'm not eating that.
Yeah, the cats don't eat them either, which really bums me out because they eat everything else, grasshoppers and spiders.
Yeah, my dog won't touch them either.
They know better.
She'll bat them away and play with them, but will not eat them. But they're invading.
They are.
So we encounter a bug or pest 5 times a week, and most of us will squish if necessary. But 20% would much rather report it and let somebody else do the squishing.
Yeah, spiders specifically. So when Tim's not home, I will find a way to, and I hate spiders, I'll find a way to get the spider in a glass, put the envelope underneath the glass, and then I carry it very securely outside, throw it out in the front yard, because they are good for...
Mail it to an enemy.
Mail it to an enemy.
Yes.
But yeah, when he's home, I'm like, deal with this. Help me. Help.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hey guys. Help.
Clownvis.
Hi.
Hey, there he is.
What up, dog?
How's everybody doing?
Come, we're talking about squishing bugs.
Oh, well, then let me in.
Good to see you, buddy. Are you a squisher or are you a reporter and have somebody else squish them?
I'm a, what do you call it, a recon man. I put them in a cup and get them the hell out of there.
That's how I am.
I try not to kill them. In a pinch, I will.
In my, I guess, as I'm getting older, I'm finding myself putting them in a napkin and then bringing them outside.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a squisher. Can't do it. Can't do it anymore.
Unless I panic. I've panicked before.
Although I do have one of those bug assault guns, which are very fun.
Oh, I saw those commercials, boy.
Oh, dude, get one.
They look fun.
It is fun, but those are for houseflies.
I know you're going to hover over the hippie button for this, but like, do you not feel, the older that I've gotten, I feel like there's a ledger, and at some point I'm going to have to answer for the
how many things you've killed.
Yeah, I do. And every time, so we have sugar ants. Every single year, if it's in a gnarly rain or something like that, we have sugar ants. They're always coming for my honey. You know, I got a honey stash, and they're always going for the honey. And I don't kill them individually. I feel bad. You know, I'll do whatever. But, like, we'll put out the ant traps, and I know that just, like, kills colonies. And every time I do it, I'm like, I'm going to answer for this someday. Someday I'm going to answer for this.
The flies have got to go. And I take that bug assault, and I go, let's hunt. And they're not a sponsor for anything, but, man, I recommend getting one of those bug assault.
They're awesome. My
They're
gun,
awesome.
I've only had it about a year, and it's already no more. I tried it just.
You broke it?
Ago. Yeah, it just
ran out
won't
of
cock
salt
anymore.
It won't cock it. You need to get another one.
I know. Sad though. That was
just learn how to catch them with your hand, and you take them outside. That's easy.
I'm not catching bugs with my hands.
Well, a fly, I mean, it's easy. Just whoop, and gone.
The survey found we're more likely to squish a bug if we find it inside our house, which makes sense. But 12%, or 1 in 8 people, feel it's their duty to catch and release and then take the bug outside. So some of us do care.
I used to not. I used to be a instant spider squisher, and now I'm only a brown recluse squisher.
When you squish them, you get that everlasting stain on your wall.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
Especially moths.
Yeah, the moth on the ceiling.
Moths on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Now, the top bugs we squish immediately: beetles, cockroaches, and centipedes. You shouldn't squish the cockroaches, by the way. Those you have to take out. The eggs. There's eggs.
Ew.
Ew. What?
I don't know a single person that's on the cockroach catch and release program.
Nope.
I've never heard anyone be like, anytime I see a cockroach, I get a cup and an envelope and I just set him free out in the yard. It's an immediate squish.
One thing in living in a roach-infested apartment, it's one of those things you're told not to squish them because the eggs will spread.
Oh, I've never.
I don't know how true that is.
That sounds like a
Moon, if you want to look
legend.
that up. Oh, my first apartment. Anybody remember Joe's Apartment?
Yes. Great movie.
MTV's first
MTV's
movie.
Joe's Apartment.
Oh, yeah.
With, what's his name? Jerry O'Connell.
I think it was like a commercial first, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one of those silly
It was like an
segue
MTV ad.
things.
A short
They were like,
liquid
let's turn
TV.
this into something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
on
there was
TV.
they would talk to him, and they would, right? Wouldn't they talk to him?
Yeah.
1996.
And they were everywhere.
Yeah.
I lived in an apartment just like Joe's apartment, except when you turn the lights on, they would scatter.
Yikes.
I got your info here, buddy.
Go ahead.
If you squish a cockroach, it will die. Roaches do release a pheromone upon death, but it's a warning, not an invitation. So you know how some animals, they'll release something and everybody comes a helping?
Yeah.
Not here. Roaches will avoid other dead roaches unless they're starving, meaning they'll go eat them. And stepping on roaches will not release eggs.
Okay, so that was an urban myth.
Well, very few species carry eggs with them. If one does, the eggs usually will get crushed along with the bug.
Right.
Yay.
So it was an urban myth.
Somewhat,
But that's what we were told.
Right.
I like that the bug carcass keeps other bugs away.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
As a lesson.
hanging a dead pirate in front of the cove.
Yeah.
Or putting your head on a pike.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It is.
Beware.
You should just stand them on a
do.
little toothpick.
That's what I do. I put them out in the middle of the kitchen floor.
Yeah, man, just on little toothpicks.
little
just
cocktail toothpicks,
Game
like
of
an olive.
Thrones cockroach heads.
I do take the stink bugs outside, though.
Those things are
that's awesome.
terrible, boy. They're probably the worst, huh?
They say do not squish those. They attract more.
They stink you up. They stink up your hand if you try to squish it.
That and the Asian beetles that look like ladybugs, when those infest, those are everywhere, especially if you're out in the country or you got a cabin or something like that. You ever go out there and you pull out a trundle bed and it's millions of dead
What are
Asian beetles?
Ugh.
Are June bugs Asian beetles?
No, June bugs are different.
They're their own thing.
And those are colossal idiots too. Like they're
they get in a lot of stuff.
I
Right?
think it was like they're always running into things because I think it's their wings or however they're built to fly is not like correctly adapted for their weight. So they're horribly inefficient flyers, which makes them dumb, and they're constantly getting in your hair or just hitting doors, and those are randos.
My dogs are terrified
of June bugs.
Any bug. They are not. I've seen the dogs that are like snap at them. My dogs, complete wussies. Like if there's a fly in the house, they cower. I have to deal with it. Because the dogs act crazy. Like I can't just let a fly exist in my home. Because my dogs literally are scared of their own shells. They're useless.
You've heard of the old thing saying that you swallow what 8 spiders a year in your sleep.
Yep, I believe it.
Horse poop.
You believe it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you know if that's true or not. Is it true? Do you believe yes, it is true?
Yeah, I think yes. I think they climb up in there and then you chomp down and you swallow them and you wake up and you're grossed out and you don't know what's happened.
No, it's a total urban myth.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, great. Awesome.
I mean, she's intentional about it. She sets them free right before she goes to bed.
8 spiders? 8 spiders a year?
Yeah.
Like, you sleep next to Tim. Have you ever seen a spider on his face?
Yes, I have, Rizz, because I have the hypochondria, or not, I have the hypochondria, but I have the hypnagogic hallucinations where I see the spiders in bed. And sometimes they're real. Sometimes there is a real spider in bed with us.
You need to look up what hallucination means.
No.
You've never had a spider carcass in your bed and you go, oh my God?
Yeah, but it got there when I wasn't moving, breathing, or heart beating. Spiders don't want nothing to do with me.
So the actual number, the actual number.
Spiders love
So the myth is you swallow 8 spiders a year. That is not true. But the real number is right around 0.
Yeah, okay.
Actual retail price.
Right around 0.
It's 1 out of every 800 people gets 1 spider in their mouth.
Well, guess who I am, buddy? I'm that one.
The one?
The chosen one.
So the worst time, when's the worst time and place to find a bug in your house?
It's got to be when the temperature's changing, right? Like right in the fall.
No, like what you're doing something and you're in a certain location.
The worst. Making love.
No, it's a
terrible time to see spiders.
No way, because at least you're like, like you're kind of prepared for things. Biologically, you're ready. There's nothing more.
Longer.
What are you ready for with a bug?
Anything, but I'm just saying you're much more vulnerable when your pants are down and you're going down to the toilet seat and you see something under the toilet seat.
Spider in the toilet bowl when you're in the middle of dumping. That's mine. But the poll says
I've never felt more powerful
in the kitchen when you're
your funeral, pal.
Total eclipse there for that bug.
In the kitchen when you're cooking.
Imagine the terror
death
of
from
the spider, where it's just like the moon has been blotted out from the sky.
The bombers.
And it is about to rain hellfire on you, dude. If he survives it, the other spiders will never believe him. God, what happened to you, man? And he's just like a spider smoking a cigarette, staring into the middle distance. Like, you don't want to know where I've been.
So when you flush a spider down the toilet, which I've done, you get it at a
Yep.
That's what you think releasing it in the wild is flushing it down the toilet?
No, I've flushed a spider down the toilet before, like in a tissue or something. Do they survive that?
No.
I don't think
I
so.
can't imagine that they do, no.
They come back stronger. All of a sudden, you just see like one.
No, like I always think now you're somebody else's problem.
You flushed me.
Like, will they survive that?
Do you think they come out the other end of the pipe like Andy Dufresne?
Like he wants a yes. Yes, they survive. They're fine.
Yeah, man.
And then the goldfish goes to heaven.
It's like Shawshank. The spider comes out the tube and raises all 8 of its arms to the sky. And the rain washes it clean, and it goes and lives on a beach with Morgan Freeman.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, good. And my
exactly
conscience is clear. All right, good.
Sleep well tonight, Rizz.
All right, that's your news. Clovis is here.
What's up, gang? Good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy. So what's going on in your world?
A lot of stuff, man. Not eating any spiders or anything, but been having a lot of fun since the last time I saw you guys. And I was going to announce here today, I'm announcing a big show for around the holiday season called A Winter Night with Clownvis, December 22nd at the Red Flag.
Whoa.
Awesome. Thank you. It's going to be fun. And also, I want to say this Friday night, Friday the 13th, we're having a free karaoke party at the Whiskey Ring that I'll be hosting.
Oh, we were just talking about karaoke.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, it's fun. If you ever wanted to sing like a song from Greece or something with me, come on down to the Whiskey Ring Friday night. It's a free deal. And I will be giving away tickets for that December 22nd show, Friday night.
Can we? You have some tickets we give away today? Maybe?
Absolutely. Let's do it, baby.
Because we're going to do a contest with you called Elvis or AI.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
Oh, is it?
That's easy.
We'll see. Bet on me, gang. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Now we'll find out.
Well, we'll find out. You know, AI is pretty advanced.
It's getting good. Yeah.
Well, you know all about AI. You've had AI in your shows for a long time.
I've had, I work with a AI-powered robot, a gal that's just fully AI. I've been doing that for a couple of years. So, yeah, between Elvis and robots, I know a lot.
Well, I mean, have you heard AI, wrote a whole Oasis record? That's pretty good. AI
I haven't heard that one, no.
AI, yeah, we heard it, right? We listened to it.
Yeah.
I heard the Beatles. I heard the
Beatles. The
pretty
Beatles
good.
thing, yeah.
The Oasis one is incredible.
Oasis one is
But there's nuances that are pretty obvious to me.
well, let's see how good you are.
Man, good. I picked some B-side stuff because I figured you'd be an expert.
All right,
He said,
good.
between
I didn't
Elvis
wanna
and
make it.
robots, I know a lot.
Here's what we'll do.
I like he's brimming with confidence,
Just
and I like
between
that.
those two things. Anything outside of that.
Here's what we'll do. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities, and then we'll do this Elvis or AI thing
Yeah.
Okay.
with our good buddy Clanvis here.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and I got shots coming my way for the Pick'em Challenge. That's fun.
Yes.
Lucky.
Lucky me, huh? Two to the tush. 8:07, Tuesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. NASCAR weekend at WWT Raceway is June 1st and 2nd, 2024, and tickets are now on sale for only $10 down at WWTRaceway.com. Well, since Clanvis has been here, the roads have gone to total crap.
That's going to happen. I meant to warn you guys. You're driving like a madman to get here.
270 westbound between 70.
Leaving chaos in your wake.
We got 141 northbound between HH and 64 at SMS. We have severe delays 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and Manchester. Average speed is down to 25 miles an hour. Listen, just be careful because there's about 50 other problems going on. Lane blocked due to a crash 55 northbound at Butler Hill Road. Your point forecast, beautiful and slightly warmer than yesterday. High of 71. Right now it's 44 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got?
Well, it's a sick new world, and Danny Elfman is there. The Hulk is getting divorced, possibly. It's going to be the hottest Halloween ever and the best transformations in old horror movies of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays.
Nice.
We got the porno birthday. All that and more next. And Clanvis.
Yeah, baby.
Stay there. And welcome back to the program. Clanvis joins us.
Hey, gang.
Good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you.
So, Friday night, you got something.
Friday night up at the Whiskey Ring on Cherokee Street. Yeah, it's a free karaoke party, and we're going to have giveaways and all kinds of drink specials and stuff. You can sing karaoke with me.
Awesome.
And I'll be giving away free tickets for my big holiday show, Winter Night with Clownvis, December 22nd.
Awesome.
At the Red Flag.
Chris from Heavy Smoke Barbecue is going to be stopping by around 9 o'clock to talk about what they're doing.
The king.
Over at Heavy Smoke this month for the Song Society, doing a charitable thing for the Song Society, and it's all about pork steaks. And that's the guy.
That's beautiful.
Chris is the guy. 3-time world barbecue champion Chris Schaefer will be here.
Wow.
Talking about
He
pork
knows
steaks
food.
and
Yeah, man. One of the
what
best
they're
sandwiches
doing.
on the planet, that King Scott. I was just telling somebody on Saturday at our remote, at Rafe and I's remote. Hey, this.
Yeah, that's right. Someone did ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in from Texas, and they, we weren't too far, and I sent them to Heavy Smoke.
And
Said,
it's-
head up there.
They even have, it's Taco Tuesday, and they even do tacos on Tuesday. We're there. Absolutely, everything's incredible at that place.
No, the pork steak is a St. Louis specific thing. You know, people from outside of town don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How classy we are.
Same people that Moon sent to Heavy Smoke were having, they're like, man, they were transplants. So they said when they're in Houston and they go to the butcher, they don't know what they're talking about. And they're like, they don't do it right.
Yeah, well, they do them right at Heavy Smoke. So Chris will be here. We'll talk about their charitable endeavor for the Song Society and give you all the details on that. Lern, have you ever been catcalled?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yes.
Do you remember a particular situation where you were catcalled?
I was catcalled in this parking lot out here.
Really?
Hey.
Is that
Yeah.
Tim and her
We said
met?
we weren't going to talk about that.
By, what happened?
So this is when I was doing afternoons at Keishi, and so I left for the day. So it's like 6 o'clock, daylight out still, walking out to my car, front parking lot. And there was a gentleman who, he was like looking around his car. It looked like he dropped something, okay? And I'm walking to my car, which was near his, and And I said something like, well, he looked at me and I was like, you all right? And he's like, how are you doing? And I said, I'm okay. And then he stopped looking and he was like, what's your number? And I was like,
right to it.
No. And so
You said just no?
Yeah, I was just
That's
like,
hilarious.
no.
That's the best comeback in the world for that.
And then,
no.
And then I got in my car, and I wasn't mean to him or anything. I was just like, well, okay, whatever. This guy's a freak. And then I get in my car. He gets in his car. I look through my window, my passenger window to him, and he's doing the international sign for oral, I'll just say.
Oh, jeez.
To me. And I was like,
This-
I just started laughing. Yeah.
Does he think? My whole thing is,
Which is weird that he did that one.
And I just immediately started laughing, like, you freaking moron. Like, what the hell are you
like,
doing?
what are you thinking?
What am
Like,
I thinking?
no, not you, but like the person
Yeah.
doing the cat calling.
And
Like, what are they thinking? Like, well,
It's got to work.
she gonna
this
say
time.
yes?
Yeah, it's like,
Got to work sometime, right?
yeah.
I hope that he had a little,
you're
like,
closer to
had a
yes.
little one of those little notepads in his pocket where he's like, I took it out, and he's like, okay,
that didn't
I
work.
whistled. No. I just immediately asked for a number. She seemed appalled by that. I did it all.
Because all I
gave her
think
the-
is like, in my mind, it's a construction site. A woman walking past a
Right.
construction site. No.
Well, I know. I don't even know if that count, like what I just said, counts. I've done that too. Like
I
when
mean,
I'm
that's
on my
being
walks,
super creepy.
I'll walk like along Manchester sometimes as a walk, and people will be like, "Woo!" Like honk the horn, be like, "Ow!" And that's great. That makes me.
It's good. It's nice. It's nice. How
Some
do you feel?
women don't like it. Again, I don't represent all women. For me, I crack up because it's so stupid.
Well, apparently the new thing women are doing when they get catcalled, the line that kind of is the capper now is, I'm sorry, I don't have any change.
I love it.
Like when you say that, that's going to be the,
I mean,
we're done here.
just go. No, that's simple to the point.
I'm sorry, I don't have any change.
No thanks.
The
no
good ones
time.
will have a comeback.
Yeah.
Trust me. Some of those guys will have a comeback.
So what would your comeback to that be?
That's fine. I'll put a chunk of coal between those cheeks. You can squeeze me out of diamond, sweetheart. Come on.
The women just cock their gun.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys in Jersey that got something for that. Trust me.
Sorry, I don't have any change.
No.
I don't know, cheesy pickup lines. You drop something. My jaw. Does that work or?
Have you seen the ones, the pranks on TikTok where the guy, it sounds like he's going to do one, and then he's like, the girl's like, he's like, did you just fall from heaven? She goes, no, and he goes, because your face is all jacked up.
That's good.
Then she's like, gets real sad. She's
All right,
like
see if
kind
you
of
can,
happy to
see
be
if you
hit
can
on.
finish this one. Something must be wrong with my phone.
Your number's not in it.
It doesn't have your number.
Oh.
Okay. You look so familiar. Didn't we take a class together? I could have sworn we had chemistry. No.
Yeah, sorry.
My head's exploding.
Can I get a pic of you?
No.
Because I want to show Santa what I want for Christmas.
Ew.
Ooh.
Out of here.
Guys still sitting on Santa's lap? Going straight to the mall
That's a
with
good
this
question.
photo.
Move, kid.
More couple issues on that guy.
Check this one out, Santa.
Was your mother a beaver?
Oh, God.
Because damn.
Because damn.
Cute.
See that going a whole other way.
It's handy that I have my library card because
I want to check you out.
totally checking you out.
There you go.
All right. Did you just fart?
I got to admit that beaver one did not go the way that I thought it was going to go.
Nope.
Yeah,
Either.
same.
Just,
But that's clever though, because damn, that's not bad.
I get it. I just didn't think we were getting. I didn't think we were getting Sesame Street version.
That'll
I thought we were
disarm.
getting Die Hard version.
That'll disarm a woman,
That'll
right?
give you
Because
a
damn. Did you just fart? Because you blow me away. Ew.
I don't know if that would work.
If somebody came up to me like at Helen's and was like, "Did you just fart?"
Because you blow me away.
I'd be like,
Not-
"No."
I'm
What are you
taking you
talking
home.
about? I'm not crop dusting you at Helen's.
That's an attention getter, though. You'd laugh at the response.
I mean, I laugh at all these because they're so stupid.
Do you work at Subway?
No.
Because I've got a foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just came out instinctively like we already knew that one.
Hey, girl. Are
Hey,
you
girl.
German?
No.
Because I want to be German. I don't know.
Oh, man. Nobody's getting laid with these comments.
No, that one's, yeah.
Are those space pants?
Because they're out of this world.
Your ass is out of this world.
Out of this world.
I just like the pants specifically. I'm a fashion
Where'd you get
clown.
those pants?
Let me see. Do you have a Band-Aid? Because I scraped my knee falling for you. No, I don't like that one. Let's see here. If you were a Transformer.
Optimus, what?
You'd be Optimus Fine.
Ooh, nerd guy, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the idea of you just trying them all in succession. Like, if they don't like that one, I got another one.
Wait.
That's a Comic-Con. You use that one at Comic-Con.
Somebody commented in the chat, what I described as my cat call isn't actually a cat call. It's harassment.
That's harassment. It's straight up.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's a fine line between, the cat call and a straight up harassment.
Again, this guy was probably high as a kite and terrible, and I never have to see him again, so that's all good.
Hey, girls, your name Wi-Fi? Because we have a connection.
So lame.
So stupid.
Pretty cool.
Okay, I'm here. What do you want for your next wish?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Got to be dressed like a genie.
I have why do I see Kevin James in my head saying all of these? This is where I'm seeing him perfectly in my head saying all of these.
And none of these are going to work, by the way. You like pancakes?
Yeah.
Well, how about I hop on that ass?
No.
What?
It's an IHOP thing. How about I hop on that ass?
I thought it was going to be something about covered in syrup.
I thought you were going to say, I'll make you pancakes tomorrow morning when we're screwing.
Hey, if you were a booger,
no.
I'd pick you.
I pick you.
I'd leave you under the desk.
I'd wipe you on the side of my car seat. Hope nobody noticed. Hey, girl. You a booger? Because I dig you.
Are you a campfire? Because you're hot and I want s'more.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Thought you were going to say something about peeing you out.
No.
I just hope that.
Learn to that.
Because I want
to
let you rage all night and pee on you in the morning and put you out.
I want to hear that sizzle when I pee on you.
All right. All right. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188. Sick New World is returning to Las Vegas next April. The lineup is stacked to the brim.
Sick, right?
It is sick. Bands like Slipknot, Alice in Chains, System of a Down, and composer Danny Elfman will be there. I had a girlfriend of mine text me last night. She goes, Danny Elfman at Sick New World. This is the guy who did all the music for the Tim Burton movies.
He was in Oingo Boingo.
He was. Weird Science, which is an excellent song.
He was Jack Skellington, right?
He was. So everybody's cool with it. It's just kind of surprising. Anyway, tickets go on sale.
Is he doing what is he doing?
We don't know.
He's playing drums for Slipknot.
Makes sense.
Elfman on the tubs.
I mean, you've seen him recently, right? He's got the long hair, and he put out
70.
that record. Yeah, he's ripped out of his head.
Is he really?
You haven't seen
no.
Danny Elfman recently?
Pull up Danny Elfman.
He ain't what you think, buddy. Look at this.
Like he's jacked?
He is
looks like
jacked. He's got
me.
long hair.
I got to say, there's a lot of radical 70-year-olds out there now. Things are changing. 70's got to be the new 30 or something.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at half the rock stars we're going to see, and they're all 70.
Yeah. When's Kiss coming
He
to
put
town?
out a new record not long ago.
October
My buddy mixed it.
26, I believe.
October 26th.
End of this month.
That was going to be Aerosmith, I think. I think they're 28.
Oh, 28th.
Yeah, we were talking, the past couple kind of nostalgia acts. Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith have canceled.
They'll kind of peter out before they hit St. Louis, huh?
Yeah. Oh, look at Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman is
He looks like a psycho.
He looks
ripped
good.
out of his head. Look at this.
Dude,
Got
nice.
the full sleeve.
Hey.
I mean,
Good on
he is ruling the day right now.
Good for him.
Speaking of 70-year-olds, Lou Ferrigno is 71. His wife, Carla, is 74, and they are getting divorced. Lou Ferrigno's wife is divorcing him after accusing him of trying to trap her in the marriage so he can control their assets. She's been diagnosed with dementia and says he's been trying to establish a conservatorship against her will. And also, there's all sorts of drama in the Ferrigno household. First of all, his wife is alleging that Lou has a mistress with whom he, quote, spends most of his time traveling to his various appearances and flaunting in her face. Also, their 42-year-old daughter, Shauna, is being accused of elder abuse by Lou. Apparently, their daughter, Shauna, has tried to take her mom to the bank to withdraw $500,000. But Carla says Lou is just trying to trap her in the marriage so he can hold on to everything that they've accumulated during their marriage. They've been married for a really long time.
He was the first guest on the show.
Was he really?
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Fun guest.
Lou Ferrigno, followed by
Bill Bixby.
David Faustino.
David Faustino. Bud Bundy.
Oh, nice.
Both very nice.
If you're considering going out for Halloween this year, which we all are, I believe, do not.
What are you dressing up as, Clownvis?
I don't do that silly stuff. You kidding me?
Yeah. You're not going to be Barbie or the Little Mermaid?
Nah, I might throw on a pumpkin thing or something to appease the neighbors, but I'm not too into it. You know, I'm a pretty serious guy when it comes down to it.
Respected individual of St. Louis. Well, Barbie and Little Mermaid are going to just take over every party that you go to.
Yeah.
So if you've been considering this and you hate showing up to the party dressed as similar to somebody else, Barbie, Little Mermaid.
The hot costumes this year.
Costumes this year. It's going to be Babe Central USA, man.
Man. I'm going to find out today about us getting outfitted for the Mad Hatter ball we're doing. If not, I think we're on our own as far as getting costumes.
Well, I already bought something.
Oh, you're good to go?
Rafe sent me something over the weekend, and it's vintage, and it's cool as hell. And
well, you guys are doing a couple's costume, right?
Well, maybe.
Maybe we might pivot.
Just depends.
This thing I bought is an extra small. I am not necessarily an extra small. I'm more of a small medium person. We'll see what happens.
So it's the Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash down at Ballpark Village. And so we're gonna go, as Alice in Wonderland. Who do you think we should all be?
Obviously, you're Alice.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Be cute.
That'd be the best, I think.
Tights, white tights. Mary Jane's.
I was thinking about it. It'd be very cliche if Lern went as Alice.
King Scott could be the worm. Is there a worm?
There's a caterpillar.
Caterpillar, that's what I'm thinking.
Right, does he smoke the hookah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A mushroom.
Nice. I'll be down.
What would Moon be?
Queen of Hearts, of course.
Look at him. Gorgeous.
Is she, I mean, she's a card as well, right?
Off with your heads.
Oh, yeah. She's got the giant head.
She's got
Moon
the giant
might be
head.
more the rabbit vibe.
The white rabbit?
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Okay. I'm down. I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about Alice in Wonderland.
What about Rafe?
Yeah, I watched the movie.
Rafe?
Dormouse.
Yeah.
Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mad Hatters. Who's the Mad Hatter? You could be a Mad Hatter.
I feel like everyone's going to be the Mad Hatters. That's like what we're trying to avoid at all costs. I was like, there's going to be
Everybody's
30.
going to be Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
I thought it would be, my initial reaction was everyone goes as a different Alice, like Alice Cooper,
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Alice,
Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
The Maid.
Alice and Maid.
There's an accordion owl. Let's see. Alice's sister. I'm Alice's sister.
How are you? Alice's sister.
Just normal.
I'm Alice's cousin.
Wasn't there an egg, or am I mixing up my
Humpty
fairy
Dumpty.
tales?
Humpty Dumpty.
Was Humpty Dumpty in Alice in Wonderland?
I think it's a periphery character.
Dinah?
You have definitely seen the Sammy Davis Jr. version of Through the Looking Glass.
Oh, yeah, I did see that
With
one.
the Jabberwocky.
Yeah, that's weird.
Dude.
That's far out.
Oh, yeah. Humpty Dumpty is in it.
Humpty Dumpty's in the Through the Looking Glass.
The executioner.
Starring the great Ben Vereen, I believe, as well.
Yes, and John Stamos.
Love Ben Vereen.
Wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters. I just looked up different characters. There's the walrus and the carpenter.
Yep.
The umbrella vultures.
Yep.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Toucan. We got Queen of Hearts, Mother Bird, Monkey, Wraths, Mirror Bird, Marianne, Mad Hatter, Lion and the Unicorn, Jack Hart, Jabberwocky. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
Tons of options. On the late shows tonight, The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon has Pete Davidson. Bob Odenkirk will be on Seth Meyers. Kerry Washington will hang out with Stephen Colbert. Jimmy Kimmel will have Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas, Whitney Cummings, and Grace Potter performing. And finally, 12 best monster transformations in movies. Now, let me preface this by saying no special effects were used here, but this was the practical effects from the early era of horror. So, even in the 1930s, we're talking. Yeah. So when you think of movies, like for instance, like The Witches from 1990 with Angelica Houston, when she takes her wig off and she becomes the witch, there's no real special effects there. It's just makeup and a moment.
Yeah.
But then there's other, iconic scenes like 1931's Frankenstein, whenever Boris Karloff becomes Frankenstein, right? So when you think back to some of these iconic transformations of
I think
monsters,
he was always Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I don't think I think maybe the Wolfman you're thinking?
Oh, Wolfman, yeah. Wolfman was also on this list from 1941. But we just watched this movie, number one, 1982's The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
We just watched this.
How about The Fly?
And The Fly is
With
on that
Jeff
list as
Goldblum.
well.
Fly,
Number
yeah.
two.
Weird transformation.
American Werewolf in London made the list from 1981.
How about Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf, it wasn't on the list, but that
The
deserves
bathroom,
to
is that
be.
the scene?
Yeah.
When he wolfs out for the first time?
Yeah, and then he opens the door and his dad's just standing there.
All right, son.
Movie's great.
Have you guys seen Cat People? That movie from the 80s? It's on
I
HBO
don't
Max
think so.
right now. Apparently, the female lead turns into a cat, which, spoiler alert, I guess. Tokyo Gore Police also on this list. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Is there in Troll? Do they turn into anything?
Troll. The movie Troll?
Troll's just a weird looking little dude.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah, but is he
Used to
changed?
freak me out,
Or am
man.
I thinking? Remember the movie Ghoulies?
Police, yeah.
I think Sonny Bono's in that. I think they transform into little creatures too.
I don't know.
Critters.
Ghoulies, all those like B movies from the
Gremlins,
80s,
too,
dude.
right?
Zombie
Yeah.
flick.
Love those. I would rent the hell out of those at a Blockbuster or Family Video.
Anyway, there's a ton of, we'll put this list up on the blog. But
What
if you
about
like
the
old
American
school,
Werewolf in London?
Yep, that was number 3.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a crazy
What
transformation.
about Michael
back in the
Jackson
day.
and Thriller? Does that count?
Michael Jackson and Thriller.
Of course
Yeah.
it should,
That's
yes.
the best.
Silver Bullet.
And you know what? That was directed by Michael Landon, who did American Werewolf in London.
No,
There you go.
Landis.
Landis.
John Landis.
Not Michael Landon. That's Highway to Heaven.
Yes.
John Landis.
John Landis.
Jonathan Brandis
There's got to be a
Jonathan
connection
Brandis.
here.
from Ladybugs. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Lizzie Hale is 40. Dan Stevens, that's the Beast in the Emma Watson Beauty and the Beast. He's 41. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, Junebug.
Yeah, Junebug, semi-retired. He's 49. Mario Lopez is 50. Brett Favre, 54. Jodie Benson, that is the voice of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She's 62. Julia Sweeney from SNL and It's Pat
That's right.
is 64. Tanya Tucker is 65.
Hallelujah.
D.L.R.
Yes.
is 69 years
What
old.
an age.
I think he is.
He's been waiting his whole life for this birthday.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth is 69 years old today.
I'll tell you all about it.
Well,
You don't need to. We know what a birthday is.
he's going to be doing kata in his house, recording it with swords.
So he cuts his cake.
Yeah, he's cutting a cake with Tywin Lannister on Game of Thrones. Charles Dance is 77 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Tiffany Minks. And today's birthday girl's been in 581 fine films, including Backstage Sluts 3, Best Butt in the West 1, Bitches in Heat, Bomb Ass White Booty 1, Bubble Butts 12, Desperate Mothers and Wives 1, Eat My Feet 4, It's a Mommy Thing 6, Lern's Favorite Sloppy Seconds, and Who Could Forget a Roll in 2004's Weapons of Mass Destruction 3.
Yeah. Which they never actually found.
No. No.
They looked in that movie.
Couldn't find it.
Couldn't find any.
Tiffany Minks is 52 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we are going to play Elvis or AI with Clownus. So, Rafe, explain.
Very simple. I spent a good chunk of my night last night on ChatGPT, having it crank me out some phony Elvis lyrics that I felt were at least on par. I'll be honest, AI has not completely mastered this yet. I had to run it through a few times, but I think I got some. And I knowing that Clownvis is an expert, I didn't pull Elvis lyrics from the A side.
Are they just lyrics or is it audio?
No, it's just lyrics. I'm going to read you the
All right.
lyrics.
Well, then
It's gonna be
that,
tough.
that might be tougher, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll still do very well, I think.
I'm just going to read the lyrics, and then you're going to tell me whether you think it's Elvis or AI. And I think you're going to take callers, whoever's the closest, without going over.
We got 20. So we got 20 lines.
Correct.
You tell us if it's Elvis or AI. If you're right, one correct. Out of 20, how many will Clownvis get correct?
All right.
Closest without going over will win their choice of prizes. Tickets to go see Fragile Porcelain Mice with Cinder Sedain Saturday night, October 14th over at Pops. We got tickets to go see Bad Religion October 14th over at the Factory. We got tickets to go see Ludo over the Pageant on October 28th. Tickets to go see Static X and Seven Dust, co-headlining bill October 22nd over the Factory. And how about throwing in tickets to go see Clownvis?
That'd be great. December 22nd. I'll throw some tickets in.
All right. If you want to play, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll play next. Elvis or AI with Clownvis. Program Clownvis joins us.
Hey, gang.
Great to see you, buddy.
It's good to be here. It really is.
Let's give away some stuff. We're playing a game called Elvis or AI. So Rafe spent all night telling AI to write Elvis songs.
Yes.
And so he's got some AI-generated Elvis lyrics and actual Elvis lyrics.
That's correct.
All right, so Clownvis, Rafe's going to read the line. Clownvis will tell us if it's AI or Elvis.
All right. I feel pretty confident about this.
All right, so we got 20 altogether. Somebody keep track, please.
Okay.
Got 20 altogether.
But also, for anyone that's betting on me, I'm wrong all the time.
I chose B-side stuff, too. I want to be clear that, like, I did not make this easy for him because I know he's an expert. This isn't going to be like went to a party in the county jail, okay? That's not going to be the lyric. These are some Elvis B-sides, but I feel like I still may be surprised and upset at how good he is at this.
All right, well,
try.
So out of 20, how many will Clownvis get correct? Closest without going over wins their choice of prizes. Tickets to go see Fragile Porcelain Mice, tickets to go see Bad Religion, tickets to go see Ludo, tickets to go see Seven Dust with Static X, or tickets to go see our buddy Clownvis December 22nd over at the Red Flag. All right, let's see how confident people are in you, Clownvis. Andy, out of 20, how many?
I will take 14.
14, okay.
That's high.
All right.
Bobby, how many?
I think I'll go higher.
I say lucky number 13.
13, all right. Abby, how many?
Let's do 10.
10, okay.
Come on, Abby.
Patrick, how many?
We'll go 11.
11, okay. Dave, how many?
12.
12. And finally,
Wow,
Ken.
really pigeonholed that 11 in there.
Ken, how many?
Can I do 14 also?
Sure. All right.
14.
Smart.
2 14s,
I say 15.
13,
It's 17.
12, 11, 10. Clownvis, you think 17?
That's just a number, yeah. Number that I think.
Writing it down.
That is a number.
That is correct.
First correct answer?
First one. Yeah.
You are correct. That is a number. He's 1 for 1,
Off
folks.
to a blazing start.
That is
All
just
right,
the number that I think.
let's start here. Elvis or AI?
All right, Clownvis. Let's begin. Elvis or AI? Your first lyric. Through the sleepless nights I cry for you and wonder who is kissing you.
Oh, jeez, this is going to be hard, isn't it? Can you sing it? I guess you can't sing it, can you? I don't think that's an Elvis lyric that I know. That's AI.
Incorrect. That is from a song called Tomorrow Night by Elvis Presley.
Off to a terrible start. Next.
It's all right.
That's okay.
0 for 1. Second lyric. First thing in the morning, you're going to wake up crying.
That's real.
That is real. I'm going
Can
to
you name the song?
No, do I got to name the damn song?
No, you don't. You don't. I'm going to sit right down and cry over you. It was all right there.
That's real.
All right. 1 for 2. He's back on track. Number 3, dancing on moonbeams, dreaming of you, neon nights of rhythm and blues.
I think that's fake.
That's fake.
That's correct. That's fake. It's a little too on the nose for Elvis.
Yeah,
All right. Good. Here we go. Number 4, rolling down to Memphis with my heart on a string, looking for love and the joy it might bring.
No, that's not real.
That is correct. That is a fake Elvis lyric from AI. He's crushing it.
Here we go.
I think you sandbagged that first one just to like give people a false sense.
Like the Navajos always make one mistake in their blanket to prove that they're human. That's
Oh, that's right. Number 5. That was very deep.
Just make that up, or is
somebody cross-check that. I think that's a thing I heard.
Yeah. There's like a Navajo perfectionist who's like, bull crap!
Yeah, no, somebody figured that out.
All right, number 5. The way she spread joy, folks all around you. Boy, I didn't know it was moonlight.
It's like, can you say it one more time, the first part?
The way she spread joy, folks all around you. Boy, I didn't know it was moonlight.
That doesn't sound like a real cohesive sentence, so I'm going to say no.
Sorry, he was drinking when he wrote it, but it's When It Rains, It Really Pours by the king himself.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
All right.
The art of deliberate imperfection. This is according to the internet. The Navajos believe that only God is perfect and that humans cannot achieve the same perfect level, so they make sure to leave little imperfections in anything they create.
I love that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Wow.
So many
Doesn't count
sound
for this
effects.
game.
No, and I'm not Navajo.
That is also not an Elvis lyric.
What are we at?
I believe we're at 6, right?
But how many correct?
I've lost 2.
We have 3. We're
3 correct.
3 correct.
50% right now.
Here we go. Twilight whispers, midnight rides, hold me close beneath the southern skies.
Twilight and whispers, midnight. That's fake.
Hey,
That is correct. That is fake.
Wow. Sure threw a
Sounded
curveball
good.
at me on that one.
That does, I mean, I kind of like that.
Yeah, it could be.
All right, next one up, number 7. Well, a hard-headed woman, a soft-hearted man, been the
Been
cause
causing
of trouble.
since the world began. That is a real song.
That is a real song. Hard-headed woman.
Dang.
If you finish the lyric, you know he's on it. Guitar strumming, drummer drumming, lost in the magic of a jukebox humming.
No.
Oh, no, sorry.
That sounds like Tyrone
That's
Green.
AI Rizz.
It is AI. He got a little trigger happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Watchdog barking.
Elvis would, jukeboxes don't hum.
That's a good
Everybody
point.
knows that, duh.
It's not AI. Duh AI. I guess maybe it hums on the inside since it is inside the jukebox.
Technically, if you're
All right, next up, Silver Moonlight, Heart's Delight, be my darling, hold me tight.
Oh, come on, that could be or couldn't. That could be obviously AI's first guess. Say it one more time, Rafe.
Silver Moonlight, Heart's Delight, be my darling, hold me tight.
Crap, I got to say yes. It's real.
That is AI.
That's a tricky,
AI
that's a
Elvis.
slippery one.
AI Elvis.
That's Aaron
I
Elvis.
should have known that because it sounded too obvious that I didn't know.
2 on the nose?
Yeah.
I know, but it does kind of sound like an Elvis lyric. It got better as I went on. When they gave out rhythm, they sure gave you a lot.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
That is real. Wear my ring around your neck?
Too poetic for AI.
That's right.
You can hear the human. In these
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Can
What's
ya?
the score so far, Lern?
Right now, he's got 7 on the board that he got correct, 7 to 3 that he did not get correct.
All right, he's doing great. Let's see how we go. Rock
What
and
number are we at? What number are we at?
This is 11.
11. Okay.
11.
Halfway
Rock,
home.
rock and roll rhythm and honky tonk tunes serenade you beneath the crescent moon.
No, not real.
That is correct. That is a
AI.
fake AI
AI Elvis.
Elvis. Next up, number 12. Every time you look at me, my heart is jumping. It's easy to see. Every time you look at me, my heart is jumping. It's easy to see.
It's got to be real. I'm going to say real.
Yes.
It is real. You're so square, baby, I don't care. A B-side.
Yeah.
Crushing it. Next up, your kisses lift me higher like the sweet song of a choir.
That's real, baby. Burning Love.
Yeah, that's right.
Love that song. Burning Love. Also, what I told the doctor I had last time I
Something's
was
going
in.
on down there, yeah.
Cadillac cruising, top down blues, singing our song. We got nothing to lose.
No.
Confidence.
AI.
No.
that was a,
Don't you put those words in Elvis's mouth. Great. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame.
Well, that's Old Rugged Cross, yeah.
That is correct. That is old rugged cross. I didn't say they were all stumpers here, folks.
That's old rugged cross, yeah.
All right, where are we at?
We are doing really well. He's only gotten 3 wrong, so
But you don't know a number of right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right.
12.
All right,
So there
look at
goes
you.
Mr. 11. You're gone out
11's
the window.
10's out.
All right, Velvet Voices on the radio. Take me back to the places I know.
Not real.
AI.
Correct. It is AI. Starry nights and drive-in sights. You and me, it feels so right.
Oh, I don't think he's singing about drive-ins. That's not real.
Yeah, right. Look, I love the
Wow.
reasoning.
Yeah.
Crushing it out.
He
You'll
wasn't
think
that
of
aware.
me.
It wasn't like he was like, I'm in the 1950s. He didn't know that he was in the 1950s.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
living there, you know,
Yeah.
and singing about
That's a good
jukeboxes all the
point.
time.
That is a good point. There is no the modular time
Yeah,
or
the
linear
AI is
time.
aware,
AI
yeah.
can't get it. It's thinking nostalgic. You'll think of me, you're going to cry a river of tears.
That's real.
It is real, stranger in my own hometown.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
We got 2 more to go. What's he at now?
He's at 15 now.
Oh, that means Andy and Ken win.
Nobody bet on 15. Everybody stopped at 14.
I did.
Oh, thank you.
I had 15.
Thank you, man.
So 2 more to go, and you said 17.
That's what I said, yeah.
So you get them both.
Oh, man.
Got a lot to live up to now.
A lot to live up to here. Okay, here we go.
I'm not always a closer. Sometimes I let people down, so don't get too excited.
Gingham dresses and sweet southern messes, lost in your love and your gentle caresses.
No, that sounds like AI.
That is AI.
And here it is.
Here it is.
Oh my God!
It is.
Nervous.
Exciting.
For 17.
Here it is.
To Babe Ruth.
Calling a shot. Damn.
Wow.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You can do anything you want to do, but please, for the love of God, do not eat my McDonald's value meal. Is that... All right, here we go. I've been traveling over mountains.
I've been traveling over mountains. That's just trying to get to you. Lock it in.
Lock it
17.
in.
I got it.
It's Milky White Way, but it is an Elvis lyric.
Thank you.
Holy.
Even through the valleys, too.
He got 3 words in. He started singing it for you.
Thank you very much. That's 17. Anybody want to rewind the tape? I said 17.
You did say 17. I love that you logicked out 3 questions ago that Elvis would never talk about driving or traveling. And then I go, he's traveling over mountains.
I've been listening to the jukebox.
There he is. He called the shot.
All the shots, 17. Should have bet on
Got it.
Thank you.
Hey, man, that is very impressive because I honestly was worried because some of these are super B-sides. And I was like, this is going to be hard even for an Elvis fan.
Yeah.
And you crushed it, man. Great job.
Well, that was fun. Great game. Thank you, Rafe.
So far, every song that says Moonlight or Moonbeam is fake, says Chris. I guess so.
How long have you loved like? Did you grow up listening to Elvis?
I just got into him a week ago.
Yeah, is it cramming? I told him at this
Cramming,
contest.
That's
yeah.
also not true. There was a lyric called "The Way She Spread Joy, Folks All Around You." Boy, I didn't know it was Moonlight. That is a real Elvis song.
Screw Chris.
So, good job, Chris.
Columbus did a deep dive on Thursday. So,
Yep.
wow, I like
me
this
just study
Elvis
this.
guy.
All right, we got to take a break. Clownus, very impressed.
Thank you.
Very,
I honestly
very
don't think I
impressed.
could have gotten
Very impressed. Our buddy Chris from Heavy Smoke's going to stop by, drop off some park steaks, and he said, "Learn something for you."
He's sweet.
Specifically, did you see that note?
No.
It's a wet nap.
Learn will be getting something for her.
Is it just a raw potato?
It's a bit.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Potato and a wet nap.
Dude, their
It's
sides,
just a microwave potato.
their sides are so good too. He brings anything from Heavy Smoke. It's gonna be lovely.
All right, 9:03, Tuesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. NASCAR weekend at WWT Raceway is June 1st and 2nd, 2024, and tickets are on sale now for only $10 down at WWTRaceway.com. We got a lane block due to a crash 70 westbound at St. Charles Rock Road. Also, lane block due to a crash 70 eastbound at Stanwood. And on the southern side of things, we got a lane block due to a crash 55 northbound at Butler Hill Road. Your point forecast, beautiful and slightly warmer than yesterday. High of 71. Right now it is 48 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
My name is Jeff.
Studio smells of pork steak.
Way
Yeah,
too.
man.
Rafe? Good. As General of the Pork Steak Army,
I love the smell of Heavy Smoke in the morning.
Man.
I want to welcome to the studio Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue.
Welcome. What's up, guys?
Dude, I tell you what, when it comes to all things barbecue, this is the guy. Columbus, this is the guy right here, 3-time world champion.
That's amazing. I just had a taste of this pork steak, and I can back that up. It's delicious. Best I've had.
Rafe ate 90% of it in the break, so he's doing good.
With his hands too. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, do you sell that summer sausage that you gave me a couple weeks ago?
I do, yeah.
He gave me. I got a summer sausage from him. Now you know I love their regular sausage up there at Heavy Smoke. Remember we had it at Point Fest backstage, but that summer sausage.
It's killer. They take the exact same recipe.
Woo!
I never realized that once you have a sausage recipe, it's just processed to make something else. And they made the sausage for us. And they go, "You want a salami?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want a salami."
Do I want
Could be a dumb question.
Do I want a salami? The answer. Columbus
Always
knows
yes.
this. The answer is always yes.
Yes, I'll take a salami.
It's another pickup line. Hey, girl.
What's that?
You want a salami?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And if
The
they say
answer's
no, then
always
you
yes.
hold up actual salami. You're like, "I wasn't.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
that was an
my
innuendo?
summer sausage.
I wasn't being dirty."
Do they make winter sausage?
They have to, right?
Like it's always summer. I've never had anyone offer me a winter sausage, and let me tell you something. I want it.
I don't know. If
I
it's-
said out loud
I don't
during
know if
the
it
break,
exists.
unprompted, I wish I had a pork steak for breakfast every morning and realized I should probably go to a cardiac doctor.
Yeah.
Lern over here got some full order nachos too, man.
She did.
Everything they make.
I was expecting a microwave potato, but you brought me nachos because you know I love nachos.
Well, because we knew Chris was coming in and he was bringing everybody pork steaks and something quote unquote special for Lern.
That's sweet of you. Not everybody does that for me.
Steamed broccoli.
Yeah.
Here's some raw carrots.
Thanks.
You know, I tell people to get one when they go up there is the loaded tots. The loaded tots.
Love me a loaded tot, yeah.
And the King Scott sandwich.
What's funny is when we started the food truck, we sold so many tots, and I was like, when I started the food truck, it's a barbecue truck. If you told me I was going to sell that many tots, I'd have told you, like, there's no way. Like, we thought about starting a tot food truck because they sold so much on the barbecue.
So straight tot truck.
Yeah, and my wife wanted to name it Drop It Like It's Tot, which is a fantastic name.
Man.
That is a great name.
I would love that.
I could picture Columbus in 2 months I
had this idea.
And it Drop It Like It's Tots truck.
It came to me out of nowhere.
Open full business.
Yeah. Hey.
TCB, taking care of tot.
Drop It Like It's Tot. So Heavy Smoke in St. Peter's, right next to the Mattress Direct.
Yep.
So
take a nap right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm sure Pat over there will go over, take a nap on one of the mattresses.
They ran a promo called Heavy Sleep. It was like you could get a meal from us and you could go over there and get a pillow or take a nap.
What a great idea.
That is amazing.
But if you buy a pork steak, one of these, glorious pork steaks, during the month of October, you are going to give a portion of the proceeds to the Song Society.
I am.
That's great.
Nice.
Which is very nice.
Great. How thick of a cut are we talking here?
So we cut those in-house. They're 2-inch thick center cuts.
That's wild. Yeah, so it's about as deep as my finger. I could put my finger about all the way through it if I really tried.
We advertised 32 ounces, but the guy, my pitmaster that cuts them is a little heavy, and I don't know if I've ever had one smaller than that. I mean, they're huge.
Beautiful.
They're great.
So you will say at least 32 ounces.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a big ass pork steak. And I tell you what, I had a family come in to town in August, and we got pork steaks, and they'd never heard of a pork steak before. I mean, this is a pork steak is a specific St. Louis cut.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What would be the equivalent somewhere else? I don't think there is one.
Like California, maybe like tri-tip. You know what I mean? Like there's certain
pork shoulder. Someone told what they say they had to ask for in Houston.
Pork blade.
It's like a pork blade, pork shoulder cut.
Yeah.
They said that none of the butchers really knew how to cut it right.
Well, I have a friend of mine that's got a butcher shop in the Rio Valley, Texas, like 15 minutes from the border, and they sell pork steaks down there, and he said you can't keep them in because nobody has a clue what they are. And if you can't come and afford to buy beef steaks, pork steaks are so much cheaper.
Right. So why did the pork steak become so popular here in St. Louis?
Well, it's a part of the anatomy of a Missouri pig. They have an extra chunk on them that you can just slice right off. And other pigs in other states don't have
that
them.
That makes sense.
Don't we have a pig infestation problem? Like aren't there wild pigs? People are.
Do we?
I don't know.
I've seen one.
She's like, I don't know. I might have made it up.
I don't know. Am I high? I don't know.
I think you're thinking of the Wild Hogs. That's a Tim Allen movie. And it is a problem.
That's a problem.
Tim Allen, John Travolta, and Martin Lawrence for some reason.
Some would call that an infestation.
Yeah, why the pork steak here?
I don't know why it's so big here. I don't know if it's just like one of those cheap cuts a long time ago, something easy to grill or whatever.
That's what I think.
I think so.
I think it's it's very Missouri. It's a practical steak. You get, dude, you can go to a grocery store and get like 30 pork steaks for like $12.
Yeah. So economical.
You can feed the whole fam, and if you do it right, man, I'll take a pork steak over a regular steak some days.
It says the prevalence of the pork steak in local butcher cases is no surprise considering the cut was popularized in St. Louis by Schnook's Markets in the late 50s. Don and Ed Schnook, second-generation owners, first offered pork steaks in stores at an inexpensive cut of meat that people could barbecue. The Boston butt is generally used for roast and sausage, but Don and Ed recognized that half-inch steaks cut from this area performed great on the grill. Customers agreed. There it goes.
Yep, there it goes.
Star was born.
I also think not a lot of people are going to cook a whole pork butt at their house, right? So it's a way for butchers to get rid of the pork butt if they can cut it up into steaks and sell it to 4 different people.
Yeah,
hey, girl. You like pork butt?
That's a good pickup line.
Because I got a 2-inch steak that I just cut from one.
Well, I tell you what, one of the biggest mistakes people could make is just over-saucing everything. Now, I know you got a little sauce on here.
Yep.
But...
acceptable amount of sauce.
Except as the general of the pork steak army.
Yes. I approve. We talked about it on the break, and it is not over-sauced. It is in no way. It was clearly smoked and wrapped. And the sauce, like you said, once you smoke them, it's for coloration.
Yep.
Gives it a nice sheen. It's not dripping in sauce. Like, I didn't need a napkin. It's falling off the bone over here. This is
my God.
This is
Right?
quality.
Am I right? Look at that thing.
Did you just look at it for the
You
first
just
time?
now looking?
That's the biggest thing. That is.
Yeah. My mouth is watering.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest pork steak I've ever seen.
Well, so most of us grew up with those, like, paper thin, like they said on their website. Chinooks are the half-inch. Most of them grew up with their dads just charring those off on a gas grill and then throwing them in Sweet Baby Ray's and beer and letting them
That's
fall
it. Good
apart.
enough.
Yeah, but which I love.
Still good.
I still love, right?
Didn't say anything I have a problem with other than the excessive sauce.
Yeah. But, when we opened the restaurant, I've tried to do everything competition style since I'm a competition cook. And when we would have pork steak competitions, it was always 2-inch thick center cuts. You want them to open a box and see something impressive, not half-inch, charred up steaks.
But I've heard it's not the size of the steak. It's
The motion of the ocean.
Motion of the ocean, of
motion
course.
of the grill, yeah.
So Rafe, where does Chris fall into the pork steak army? He's got to be an officer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he didn't even have to go to officers candidate
President?
school or anything, dude. He's coming in. Honestly, you're probably going to be the warrant officer 4, which means you answer to no one. Do you know what I mean?
Dang.
Warrant officers are like
Nice.
helicopter pilots. They're just like, you answer to, like, NCOs, you just walk around and do whatever you want. And everybody acquiesces to you. Even the generals are like, we just don't mess with
Let
the
him
guy.
do his thing.
He has a specialty. We do not mess with him.
If you talk to all the employees at the restaurant, they would agree with that title because I just walk around and do what I
do
want.
what you want to do. What's your place?
Yeah.
You're allowed to do what you want to do.
Well,
You've earned
he
it.
is a warrant officer 04 in the pork steak army is what I would.
That's a big deal.
Congratulations. That's a huge
Yeah.
deal.
Congratulations. Welcome.
David? He's all right with it. Approved.
And, dude, approved on David. You inducted on David Lee Roth's 69th birthday, brother.
Whoa.
Welcome.
I'll
Federal
never
holiday.
forget it.
That could possibly be the highest honor ever achieved in the pork
I've done a
steak
lot of
army.
things in barbecue. I think this is the biggest.
Yep.
On David Lee Roth's
69th birthday, we swore in my first warrant officer for Smokemaster General into the pork steak army.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a big
wonderful.
deal. That's a
Pretty,
big deal.
pretty incredible.
That's a big deal.
I feel like David Lee Roth was just fighting to live to 69 so he could see it.
He's in great shape.
Yeah, man. He's
in
killing
wonderful shape. Have you seen any of his videos doing the sword stuff?
Yes, he's
in
crazy.
great shape.
it. Doing the sword stuff.
He's a
Doing
beautiful
the
man.
sword
Doing the
thing.
Doing the swords work.
It's a lot better than the people we saw earlier.
Buy a pork steak this month. Heavy Smoke Barbecue in St. Peter's offering the 32-ounce succulent thick-cut pork steak done right by the team of award-winning pitmasters, Chris specifically over here. And a portion of every pork steak sold this month will be donated by Heavy Smoke to the Song Society up to $1,000. Plus, King Scott is going to be out at Heavy Smoke
Heck yeah.
on the 20th.
Yep.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome, and I'll be taking a nap at Mattress Direct right after that.
Right on.
And that's where we'll have the big Rizz Show billboard that you'll be able to sign.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be
It's
out there.
a billboard tour stop, and your chance to sign the billboard, get yourself some great food, get a Jeff Burton bobblehead. Again, all the proceeds from the bobblehead will go to the Song Society. But man,
Yeah.
I expect, as a liaison to the pork steak army, Scott, I expect you to take at least one pork steak and slap its imprint onto the billboard.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good idea.
Great
That's
idea.
If I don't see the perfect outline of a 2-inch thick center cut pork steak, then the Dancing Dells has failed me.
We will never fail you.
right.
Dancing Tails are here, man.
Chris, I
perfect
want you to hang out. Clovis is here. We got to take a break. After the break, I must face the consequences of coming in last place for the Rizz Show Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I got 2 shots coming my way.
Exciting.
Yes.
Hey, boy,
Yes, indeed.
are those airsoft jeans you're wearing?
I got 2 shots. Now, I'm asking Moon, who's the assassin, can you go both cheeks, like left and right and left? I'm just...
What do you think, guys?
Maybe take a shot at a pork steak while we're at it. That might be fun.
Yeah.
Can you block with a pork stick?
Test it on pigs? I mean,
Put a pork steak. That's a thick pork steak.
what do you guys
pork
think?
steak in my back pocket.
Should I abide by the prisoner?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
I'm
Well,
just,
look, you're
Don't
not
go for the
a
innards.
perfect
monster.
marksman. You might hit the same spot
Yeah, but
twice.
it's not a
You might-
monster either.
Yeah, but when it's my turn to have double shots, because it will happen. I mean, I would like both buns.
Let's
So,
go by the Navajo rule, and we'll do it slightly imperfect.
Imperfect,
Yes,
yeah.
Right.
exactly.
9:25 Tuesday, Traffic and Weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. NASCAR weekend at WWT Raceway is June 1st and 2nd, 2024. And tickets are on sale now for only $10 down at WWTRaceway.com. incomparable.com. We got a lane blocked due to a crash 70 westbound at Veterans Memorial
God,
Drive.
This looks so good.
It smells so good, too. Right lane blocked due to an incident 44 eastbound at Highway Drive.
I got a full studio. Clownvis is here.
Hey, gang. This is fun. I'm excited because you're about to get hit with the gun, right?
Oh, yeah.
I love coming in here because I love the friendship and the laughter, but it's the pork steaks and violence that keeps me coming back.
It's about pork steaks and violence.
Violence
It's about
attracts a crowd.
balance. Yeah, that's also a Navajo thing.
Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue in St. Peter's.
Yeah, my man.
Talking about the October Pork Steak Initiative up at Heavy Smoke, where a portion of proceeds will benefit the Song Society.
Yeah.
And go see King Scott out at Heavy Smoke on October 20th for a Billboard tour stop. Your chance to sign the Rizz Show billboard. Your chance to get the Jeff Burton bobbleheads.
Try that King Scott
What a cool
sandwich.
name, too.
This is the only month I would say don't get the King Scott sandwich, get a pork steak.
Oh, yeah.
Send some
You're
money
right.
to
You're right.
Song Society.
Donations. You're right.
November, let's sell some.
Push the pork steaks.
Yeah. November,
And
let's sell
whenever
some,
I'm out there,
King Scott
don't
sandwiches.
make sure no one orders the brisket egg rolls because I'm gonna get some of those. So don't order those the day I'm out there.
Man. Stop it.
Sorry.
Taking money away from the kids.
What's in the loaded tots Moon talked about earlier? Walk me through that quickly.
It's
Tots,
incredible.
pulled pork, baked beans, and queso.
Shh.
Wow.
So good.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's ridiculous.
You have me at baked beans.
It's funny, we opened the restaurant, everybody's like, you got fries? And I'm like, no, I got tots. Like, what do you got tots? I'm like, it's the superior potato.
Thank you.
All right. Calm down.
You.
Calm down. All right, let's do sports, and I got to get shot. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports presented by DraftKings, the Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings, the Casino Queen Sportbook. So that was the Cardinals' worst finish to a season in 28 years, and as a consequence, the Cardinals' local TV rating was the worst in ever.
History.
Ever.
Really?
Worst TV ratings in history.
Now,
Where they made it tough to watch it.
remember, they haven't been like tabulating it all
Right.
over the course of history. It started in like 1990, I think. But Nielsen, which tabulates the viewership,
We'll say since they started tabulating.
reports that 5.2% of the St. Louis market, that is 66,000 households and about 102,000 people, tuned in on average to 150 card games that Bally's Sports Midwest carried this year. That 5.2 is a 16% decline over the previous low for a full season, which was a 6.2 in 2021. This is even worse than the overall bottom, which was 5.4 for BSM's 58 telecast from the coronavirus-shortened 2020 schedule. It is a 29% fall from last season's rating, 7.3. The crazy thing is, it still finished in the top 5 for all of baseball.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
It's the Cardinals' worst ever. They're still top 5
But
in
still
MLB.
top
That's
five.
awesome. Yeah.
In other baseball news, Diamondbacks took a 2-0 lead over the Dodgers in the NLDS. The Braves beat the Phillies after the Phillies blew a 4-run lead, so they're now tied at 1-1 in the AL. Texas is 2 over Baltimore so far, and Houston and Minnesota are tied 1-1. In the NFL Pick'em Challenge, your heroes, the Rizzuto Show, have beaten
Congratulations,
Beat the fast
gang.
lane.
the Fast Lane.
Love to see it.
Doesn't seem like that should be happening, right?
Oh, it always happens as long as everybody plays by the rules.
It should be 18-0 fast lane because they're the
sports guys.
The sports guys.
The
but it's
jocks.
all
You
right.
can say it.
It's Rock and Jock.
We're jocks. We're the Rock. They're the jocks. And it's 3-2 now. We're coming for you, fast lane.
I like it.
They did not gain a point after Monday Night Football. Raiders and whoever, because the Raiders
Packers.
won. Yeah, Packers. They stand at 35. We have 39. I won the week with 10. Rafe had 9. King Scott and Lern with 7. Rizz is your loser.
That's fine. I'll take the win for the team.
I'm mooning at your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
So Marsh was the overall loser for the week.
Yeah,
He loses
5.
every week. He's
That
the
seems
worst over
bad.
there.
That's his third loss for them.
So he's got.
Wait, no, it has to be a second, I guess.
Does he get shot as well?
Yeah.
That's a great
supposed to.
question, Chris.
Well,
We've not
who
seen
knows?
it online yet.
No, this is his third time being there.
Listen,
lowest.
I'm going to take my punishment like a man and eat a pork steak while.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a first. This is a radio first.
The
guys. This is a-
masculinity that's happening right
this
now
is
is
a
off the
landmark.
charts.
Yes.
Awesome.
Look out.
Attaboy. I'm going to get
Yes.
on the firing range here.
Fire.
I wish we had a whole construction crew to catcall you while you were doing it.
See the size of that thing?
I'm gonna eat-
I don't know which
The
thing is
pork
gonna
steak
be
should
the
help
best
with the
here.
pain.
I'm
Really.
gonna eat the
Yeah.
pork
Get a
steak.
shot
being
of
shot.
him eating the pork steak while being
What do you
shot.
want me to do here? Left cheek, right cheek?
Whatever you want, ma'am.
You need help getting the pants?
He just said whatever I want.
You said whatever you want.
This is not fair. This
shoots in the back of the neck.
Hey, pull your sweater up. Make sure you pull the sweater up.
I'm going to take a concurrent video.
His sweater's not up.
Right?
We'll splice this all together, Lern.
Does he have his back pockets full?
Oh, that really hurts.
Okay,
How come his shirt's down?
Wait. Take a bite.
Does anyone
Take a bite. Hold on. Take a bite.
I almost dropped it.
Don't drop it. Take a bite.
I don't think eating while doing this.
You got to do it.
It's a good idea. It's going to help.
It's for the people.
Pull your sweater up.
Choking hazard.
Show him you're a man.
There it is. Oh, no. It misfired. God
Take a bite.
God damn it.
It ain't going to misfire
No, here we go.
Yeah!
The blowback on that one was good, dude.
Bullseye.
That one shot back over to your seat.
Oh, man.
That's how you feel,
None of
man.
us thought about the
Radio
choking
first.
hazard.
Focus on the pork steak.
I'm going to put this. I'm going to save this pork steak for
I was worried about him choking.
later.
Yeah.
Like, wrong
That's a good pork steak,
wrong
though.
side
That
of the
does
bite.
that does take the sting away a little bit.
It does.
God. All right, fine. I did it. I did it.
Well done.
Yeah,
Did it like a
that was awesome,
champ.
man.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
We're going to take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. Oh, what a show. Well, first off, I want to thank Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue in St. Peter's.
Yeah, they're heavy.
So thank you for bringing the pork steaks, and thank you for helping us out with the Song Society.
Very welcome.
So
Happy to be part of it.
every pork steak that is bought in the month of October from Heavy Smoke, a portion of the proceeds will go to the Song Society.
Yes, sir.
And go see King Scott on October 20th up there.
Come out there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a great, great space. And if you haven't been there yet, you have to swing by there. It's absolutely amazing.
So give it up for the guy right there.
You might see an award or two there.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
The other guy in the room is Clownvis.
Hey, that's me.
You killed it on the Elvis or AI. Very impressive.
Thanks. Fun game.
Called the shot.
Called the shot. 17 out of 20
Thanks.
correct.
You can always trust me.
Also, so Friday we got the karaoke.
Yes, Friday at the Whiskey Ring. Come out. It's free down at the Whiskey Ring on Cherokee, and you can sing karaoke with me. We can have some spooky fun. It's a Halloween theme, and I'll be giving away tickets to my big December 22nd Winter Night with Clownvis show at the Red Flag. Tickets on sale now, redflagstl.com.
And if you missed any of that stuff we talked about, make sure you hit the socials. It's going to be all up there. Love you, Clownvis. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, guys. I love y'all.
Also, want to shout out Trim Light Southeast Missouri sponsoring my head. It's the hat of the week.
Beautiful.
Trim Light Southeast Missouri has made a generous donation to the Song Society. Trim Light Southeast Missouri. Brighten your world with smart lifetime lighting. TrimLightSemo.com. And if you want to get your company onto one of our heads, just make sure you email us, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Moon, what else?
You know what? In sports the other day, I wasn't sure when things started, and I mentioned the Blues were playing on Saturday. You know, it was their first game. It's their first home game. They actually play on the...
They play
shoot, I just had
Thursday.
it. Yeah, Thursday away, but the NHL does kick off today.
Yes. The season starts tonight. The Blues play on Thursday
That's right.
in Dallas.
In Dallas on Thursday, and then against Seattle here at home on Saturday. No, I got nothing else except for the blog and the podcast, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. Today, the podcast title is Mouths All Over That Thing.
Wow.
Still got that pork steak to get my mouth on.
Yeah.
Learn anything else?
Yeah, come out and see me on Thursday, Cybergs in Arnold from 6 to 8 p.m. I'll be there with Marsh from ESPN, and we'll be talking smack to each other about the NFL. So come on and hang out.
Clownvis, anything else?
No, follow me online at Clownvis all over the place.
Rafe?
Follow me at I am Rafe Williams, and I will be in Redbud at Vices this weekend doing a comedy show Friday night at Vices in Redbud. Call Vices and get them tickets. I don't think there's any online sales, so just go check it out. Right. See you in Redbud.
Chris, anything else?
Just come get a pork steak.
Get yourself a pork steak. Moon, you had something else?
There's just one other thing. There's a big concert announcement coming up. We will be announcing it tomorrow.
King Scott?
Yeah, Saturday night, come out to the Cobb Factory from 8 to 10. I'll be out there, and we'll be giving away all kinds of goodies. So swing by the Cobb Factory and see that spooky place. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, we'll have the big billboard to sign, too. Together Credit Union Arnold on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to noon. So come down there and get the stickers and all that and sign the...
Yeah. And make sure to follow me on Venmo.
I hope people are writing this down.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Is, everybody's.
Everyone knows to
down.
get pins at 9:58.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, which is brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Moscow Mills, Jennifer Broughton is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. And Jennifer wants to hear this song. Here it is. See you tomorrow. Donna next. Bye.
Good pick. Energy
The
up.
Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.